Broadcasting live on the Fanatic app and YouTube channel. Here are your hosts, John Kincade and Andrew Salciunas. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Yes, we are here, and it is a payday Friday here at 97.5 The Fanatic. So everybody's in a good mood right away. I mean, that's just...
You get payday, baby.
You just know that this Friday, today, will make everybody happy here at 97.5 The Fanatic, especially after a Phillies win yesterday. Phillies complete their series victory over the Cincinnati Reds, winning the rubber match yesterday, Johnny, by a whopping score of 1-0. It was a soccer game yesterday. Phillies win 1-0. An incredible outing by Jesus Luzardo. 7 shutout innings, 11 strikeouts, and he had 8 within the first 4 innings. He was, ridiculous.
And that's after we watched Wheeler with 14?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And in that little ballpark, that little league ballpark, which is just.
Yeah, ball flies man.
That's incredible.
Except for both teams last night.
Every time the ball leaves a bat, I think it's leaving in that stadium.
Yeah.
But that was brilliant. That was a brilliant performance. I've never seen it, though. And, by the way, I'm stealing this. I don't know if you heard this on the ESPN overnight. Jesus Luzardo, he's going to be the first pitcher ever to be a all-star with a more than 4-run differential between home and away.
Wow, how about that?
His is 5.5.
Is it really? That's
crazy.
crazy.
5.5 runs differential. And the better ERA is on the road.
Yeah, how about that? Man?
It's incredible, but he will be the only all-star with a greater than 4
that's
going to the all-star.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
Look, he's been great over his last 6 starts. Luzardo, 37 1/3 innings.
Unbelievable.
He's got an ERA of 1.45. He's only allowed 6 earned runs over the span of 37 1/3. He's 4-0 in these 6 starts. I mean, when he's on. And we can see when he's off, right? When he's off.
Well, he's been on for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, this is now a 2-month-plus stretch.
Well, it goes to show you why, if you look at his career year-by-year stats, the ERA is usually upper 3s, low 4s, because he has these months where he's dreadful, right? The beginning of the season, let me just click these game logs from his first start. His first 4 starts. Here you go. His first 4 starts. Jesus Luzardo allowed 6 earned runs, 1 earned run, 5 earned runs, 8 earned runs. And so his ERA ballooned. The freaking stupid website never works.
He got off to a nasty start.
Yeah,
he has been
dreadful.
Incredible. I mean, just incredible since then.
That was an ERA of 7.94.
He got out of April.
Starts.
He got out of April, and I guess his Charlie Manuel would call pitching season.
Yeah, it's pitching season for Jesus Luzardo.
Because he has been absolutely incredible and cool and great stuff.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Congratulations to him.
And then it was nice to see 2 shutout innings for the bullpen. Jonathan Bolin, who's been a nice pickup for them this year. I'm so glad to see Matt Strom go.
Deal, right?
Oh, yeah,
that was the Strom deal, right?
Man, I welcomed it. Oh, I popped bottles when I didn't have to see Matt Strom throw 91 miles an hour over the pipe anymore.
I just didn't know what they were getting for Strom.
They got Big John, man.
Well, that was good, and so that was nice to see.
Yeah, Matt Strom's ERA 5.40 in Kansas City this year.
Yeah,
he'd be one of the best lefties on the team.
He would. Yeah, you're right. He would
Connor,
be.
No sarcasm at 6:03.
And then Duran with another brilliant performance. Leadoff hitter gets on base, and then boom, boom, boom. Next 3 guys go down. He strikes out 2 more batters. He's just been ridiculous this season. That's why he's an all-star. And the Phillies are back 10 games over 500, 3 games back at the Atlanta Braves, and it's another series win. I mean, the bats were dead yesterday. It's just the inconsistency.
This team is so.
This team is consistently inconsistent, right? It's some nights it's the starting pitching. Like Christopher Sanchez got shelled the other day, right? The bullpen has been pretty much bad all season long, except for Duran. And then the lineup, you have your really hot streaks, and then you have days where you're like 1 run against Brady Singer. Like, what's going on here?
I asked for at the All-Star break. I said I wanted to be in the top wild card spot, and I wanted them to be 3 games up on a wild card spot. And they are 2.5 games up on a wild card spot, and they are a half game out of the top wild card spot. Going into the weekend against the Cubs, have a little edge on them right now. So I'd say it's looking pretty good heading into the final weekend. Let's not take our eye off the ball, though, against the Tigers team you should be able to do very well against.
Tigers been playing good baseball recently.
Recently.
They're getting back into their division race, which I'm actually kind of curious with this whole Scooble sweepstakes that
What do you mean?
For whatever reason, the Phillies keep on getting mentioned, and I don't know who they have to trade for Tarek Skubal. But the Tigers are now all of a sudden 4.5 games out of first place in their division.
Such a bad run.
If you're the Tigers, why would you trade Skubal? Like you have one last shot
Because you're going
at
to get
it.
nothing.
Yeah, and I know the Angels made that same mistake.
You're going to get nothing for him. I'm going to tell you, if I'm an executive, I don't know where Connor would go with this, and I don't know where you would go. If I'm them, I'm not letting Tarek Skubal, he's leaving.
Yeah,
he's leaving.
Right.
I am not letting him leave for nothing. I'm not. And I'm going to, no matter where we are in the standings, no matter where we are, I'm selling that look to the fan base. He's leaving. We can't pay him. We're 6 or 7 games under 500 right now. There's no way I'm letting him walk for nothing.
Although that executive should be fired for last year because they didn't make a trade at the deadline last year and he was asked, hey, you do know that like the clock's ticking on this Skubal thing, right? And he said, oh, we're not worried about that. Yeah, well, now they're probably going to sell their best player when they're 4.5 games out of first place.
Well, they knew they were never going to pay him.
Yeah.
I mean, not the money he's looking for. They were never going to pay him.
Yeah.
Mike Ilitch is never going to pay that kind of money. So he's working for a guy that he'll take the heat for it. But when the boss says, no, we're not paying that, what's he supposed to do? He's the one who's out front taking all the heat for it. But he knows that they're never going to pay Skubal what he was going to make. But that's why you got to get rid of him.
And oh, by the way, this is why we're going to have a lockout in 2027.
We are.
Baby.
Because you have an owner in Mike Ilitch who, Pizza. That's his company.
Oh, really? Oh, how about that?
That's his company. And, and he'll put, the weird thing is he won't spare a dime. He's never been willing to spare a dime with the Red Wings. Loves to spend money.
He's a hockey guy.
But he's just won't spend the money.
Well,
but he says he's seen the return on investment with the Red Wings.
Sure.
So that's what he says.
So Phils win their series against Cincinnati, and hopefully they can continue that against Detroit. They are 8-2 over the last 10. The Tigers are, so they've been playing some pretty good baseball. But look, more Sixers talk today again because when LeBron James is mentioned, he's going to be the lead story on SportsCenter every day. He's going to be the lead story on ESPN overnight. He's going to be, and if not the lead, like the second story, because yesterday the Kawhi news was crazy. The trade of him to Toronto was put on hold yesterday because of the weird fake tree company.
When he was stealing, when he was stealing money, when they were, allegedly getting paid for stuff he never did.
Yeah, like the.
I mean, they're trying to act like they're trying to act like,
story,
oh my
man.
gosh, I had no idea. I was getting paid. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
It's a crazy story. But anyways, LeBron's usually the lead story, and so because LeBron's the lead story, there's a different nugget every single day, and it might be.
You have any deals like that?
No.
You have money in your bank accounts and everything like that that you're not making any money on?
But the LeBron nuggets, even though they might sound the same, there's always a little bit of a different twist, and the different twist allows us to react differently. And so yesterday, there was a crazy report from Shams that we'll be able to have some fun with you today throughout the course of the show. But before we do that, our own Unfiltered had Mike Gansey on yesterday, president of basketball operations, and it was the first time he came on the radio after the Jaylen Brown trade. And, of course, half the interview isn't just about Jaylen Brown. Half the interview is also about his friend, LeBron James, right?
Sure.
Like they go back, they played basketball together way back before LeBron was in the NBA.
Runner-up to LeBron James for Mr. Basketball Ohio.
Yeah, like
I mean,
like
you're not
they
talking
know
about
each other.
And they played together as teammates. They played against each other. I mean, these are two guys who know each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And I imagine there's a respect there in terms of basketball, and both ways, right? Obviously, Mike Gansey respects LeBron James. LeBron James also worked with Mike Gansey was with Cleveland when LeBron was with Cleveland. So these guys go way back. So at one point in the interview, I don't know if it was Bill or Ricky, they basically asked, hey, are there any other moves this offseason? We talked about Jonas Valanciunas yesterday and how he's available.
You're begging for that.
Of course I am, because the Sixers need a backup big that actually has ability in the NBA.
Be nice.
Which is something that they haven't really had over the years. And, by the way, yes, he's Lithuanian. But here was Mike Gansey talking about that open roster spot?
Yeah, I mean, we have an open roster spot, so we're obviously looking at ways we can get better. Obviously, we're holding that roster spot right now for someone, but depending on how that goes, we're going to continue to look at ways to get better and improve our team.
Now,
I love that when he said that.
We're holding it for someone.
Yes, and you can hear the laugh. I don't know if it was Ricky or Bill. I couldn't tell who was laughing, but there's the laugh under the breath. Like Gansey's fun. He's low key funny.
Yeah,
and I think he really believes he's got a chance.
Well, that was later in the interview because it's funny to say we're holding it for someone and everybody knows who that someone is, but he's a GM. He can't say him by name. Well, earlier in the interview, he talked about LeBron James by name.
I always tell Brian, I'm like, Brian, you don't even know where that Mr. Basketball trophy is. You can just give it to me, like he's got 3 of them and one of probably 1,000 trophies and awards he's got. But no, I've known LeBron for a long time and have a ton of respect for him. And obviously, I think he'd be a great fit for our group. Of course, would love to have him, but he's a basketball savant and I'm sure he's taking this all in and, he's super smart and he's trying to figure it all out right now.
So I love it. I love that what Bob Myers did on the podcast with Rich Paul. Like, hey, everybody wants LeBron James, right? There's probably 20 teams that made a phone call. There's probably 10 teams that think they have a chance. And, of course, we know that there's like 5 teams that really have a chance. But everybody, you got to try it, right? Like Connor Thomas, if Sidney Sweeney was walking down the street, I don't know if you have a chance, but you're going to take your shot.
I'm going to say hi.
Connor would absolutely say hi.
Shoot or shoot.
Big fan of your work.
Mike Yancey, good shooter. Shoot or shoot,
yeah.
Right? Bob Myers, 4-time champion. Shoot or shoot.
Right.
I love what they're doing. And I love that they're not even hiding it. Like Bob Myers going on the podcast. Mike Yancey coming on the Sixers flagship station. Hey, I'm going to put it out there. It was running on ESPN overnights, as we were driving in. It was great. So what can we do to help? Well, here was Shams Charania yesterday from the Vegas Summer League because LeBron James is not in conversation right now with her. LeBron's out and about, apparently golfing with Draymond Green on the islands.
Okay, that's good.
So, look, he's enjoying his offseason. He's 41 years old. He's an NBA Hall of Famer. He doesn't need to do all this. So how can they get to LeBron James? By calling the Davis Honda text line with voice memos. Take a listen to Shams' report yesterday.
One interesting wrinkle that has occurred in the last several days is some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia. Some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision.
So voice memos can be sent to
crazy.
LeBron James.
That's great. It's so funny to me. Like, this is so funny to me that, like, LeBron, like, holds these people at, like, arm's length and says, like, jump through hoops, clown. Jump through hoops. And they do it.
You know what?
They should.
And they do it.
I'll be a clown.
That's
just
pretty good.
It's an ability that I've been hiding from you guys.
It is. It is.
I've been hiding that.
Make the clown squeak.
Yeah,
It's hilarious
Yeah,
to
I've
me.
been doing that for. Hey, Coop loves it, man.
What does the clown?
Oh yeah,
I
like
love it.
yeah. No, it's a quality ability that I don't have many abilities.
Okay, where did you learn that?
I just started doing it.
Where'd you learn it?
High school.
Really?
Yeah. This kid Sean was doing it. I was like, let me try it.
Okay.
And boom. There,
Pretty good.
There it is.
But it's like he's making grown men do. Hey, Dan, I want a voice memo. I don't want to talk to you, so send me a voice memo. And they're like, yes, LeBron.
Well,
Brother, if he wants a foot rub, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, no, seriously. And you do the same thing. You
Anything you want,
go
LeBron.
golfing and let somebody else handle it.
I do let some people handle stuff
I mean, you're
for
already
me.
going to a new station. Like,
I am.
You know.
I am, but I negotiated my own deal. I had a lawyer look at
Well, that's
stuff for
because your
me.
name's not LeBron Kincade.
And
you
LeBron
know?
Kincade. I mean, I have some experience with negotiating contracts, but still, I mean, it's weird. Look, LeBron it's one of the reasons, though, why I admire the hell out of him. Because I think that LeBron James I think he's a boss.
Yeah.
And I admire bosses.
Yeah.
Like, I admire somebody like of him that has, again, LeBron doing this with.
He's earned it.
By the way, yeah, but also too, and no put down to anyone in our audience when you hear me say this. He's doing this with a high school education. LeBron James is Like, he's self-taught.
Mm-hmm.
He's self-taught. He's a guy who he's learned all this. And how does he learn all this? Because I think he wants to learn all this. I think he has created a business model with guys that honestly shouldn't be as successful. Rich Paul shouldn't be as successful as he is. He doesn't have the background of these big when he started representing LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I admired these people. Like, I hear the other day, and they were talking about it on Middays with Marks. Why does Rich Paul have a podcast? Who the hell are you to tell Rich Paul he shouldn't have a podcast? Rich Paul is as accomplished as anybody, whether you like him or not.
No,
that's a whole
you
other
have
issue.
to talk about the accomplishments.
We'll talk about the damn accomplishments that the man's put together. And Rich Paul's come from nothing. Like him and LeBron and everything, they all came from nothing.
Yeah.
And created themselves into this monster. I admire the hell out of it.
No, it's
I
a
think,
beautiful story.
I think
man.
it should be studied in business schools everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, to me.
Goes to show you when you read past the first page, sometimes you might actually learn something.
I mean, but like, to me, I think people don't, I just think people they just don't like LeBron. And so they just say things.
I told you,
admire
our
the hell
man
out.
215J Philly, one of our great YouTube listeners who called in. I give him credit. He did call in, backed it up the other day. He called LeBron James a failure because he's 4 for 6 in the NBA championship.
A failure.
At the end of the show that day, I said, for the people that hate LeBron, would they be upset if he came here and they won a championship? And he said he'd be upset because then he'd have to celebrate it.
See,
that's to me that's crazy. But there are people out there. Now here's the deal.
I'll celebrate.
There are people that aren't 215J Philly. There are people that do want LeBron James here. So Connor Thomas had a great idea. We have the ability of doing the voice memo. We have the Davis Honda text line where you can leave a text or you can leave a voice memo. Now, look, we could take the live calls as well, 610-632-0975. But in the spirit of the voice memo, which is exactly what LeBron James
wants.
and his camp are looking for, I think we should do voice memos. And I even went one step further because we have a prize for this.
And we could get these to Bron.
Our prize today is a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener.
What?
Now, the Sixers home opener could include LeBron James in a Sixers uniform.
Or a Cleveland uniform or a Miami uniform or a...
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
else.
But imagine...
Are you kidding me?
Imagine you leave a voice memo and the Sixers land LeBron James. And I said, you know what would be really fun, because we do have ties with the Sixers, what if at some point that voice memo is played opening night? Now, I can't promise that. I can't guarantee that. But how cool would it be if the winning voice memo from today's show is played inside the Xfinity Mobile Arena when LeBron James is announced in the starting lineup by whoever it is, because it's not Matt Cord anymore?
That'd be dope. I'm in on that.
I mean, why not?
Can I send one?
Yes, you can.
No,
Okay.
you can't win, though.
Well, we'll do our
we could do our own, but,
All right.
but we could do our own version of it, but you can't win, Connor.
But we'll do our own plea later on in the show.
Absolutely, why not?
So leave a voice memo at 610-632-0975. You hit the little record button, you start talking to your phone, and you hit send, and Connor gets it. And the best voice memo today that is trying to lure LeBron James to the city of Philadelphia will win a pair of tickets to the home opener of the 2026-27 season, and maybe it will include LeBron James in a Sixers uniform. I think it's a great idea by you, Connor. I think it's crazy that this is actually a thing, but it just is the way it is. I heard Wendy talking about it as well. He was saying, look, it might sound crazy, but we have executives going on podcasts with agents and putting the plea out publicly. He was talking specifically about what Bob Myers did. There is no short on game at this point in terms of trying to land someone. Hell, back in the day, college coaches were using strippers to get some of their players recruited, all right? It's not like this
Back in the day? You don't think
Yeah,
you don't think Rick Pitino's doing that today?
That's a good point.
Come on. Strippers. More than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing more than just stripping.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
I mean, look, there's hey, you're trying to land a player, you're going to do whatever it takes. Voice memos, if that's part of it, we'll be a part of it.
Hey, we should be lucky that LeBron's just asking for voice memos.
Yeah, well, he's in a very, very happy marriage.
He's not the Spurs broadcasters.
Yeah,
that's different.
Yesterday was a crazy day.
Crazy day.
A
It's
very
weird
crazy day in
Right.
Philadelphia, a crazy day in sports, the Kawhi story, the Spurs broadcaster yesterday. And then, of course, some sad news for us here at the station. Our own Silvana Kelleher is announced that she is stepping away And today will be her last show with Unfiltered. If you did not get a chance to watch the video that she posted, or if you weren't listening live like I was, it was very, very heavy. A lot of it has to do with the passing of her father, which is about 2 years ago. And I know you know Silvana even from before her time here at the Fanatic. So our hearts go out to her, and she's a very wonderful person. We're going to miss her.
She was she was in a room full of dudes in one of my first classes at Temple, and she stood out just like a star that she is. And she was strong yesterday, strong as she has been. I know she would have made her dad proud yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think this is the last you'll hear of her. I just think that she needs a little time to, get together, regroup.
Absolutely.
Figure out what's going on. And Silvana knows that all of us have her back and we love her.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So our hearts go out to her, and, we'll see what's next over at Unfiltered from 2 to 6, who did a great job again yesterday with Mike Gansey. And we will play more Mike Gansey. Because coming up, we may not have heard from Joel Embiid yet, but we heard from Mike Gansey, who spoke to Joel Embiid. The reaction to the trade and more about what Jaylen Brown might be doing for Joel Embiid. You'll hear that coming up next. It is Kincade and Salciunas on this payday, Fanatic Friday, 97.5 The Fanatic. Sorry, my screen's not working. What's up? Andrew Salciunas here for FanDuel Sportsbook. Yeah, everything got rebooted, so I didn't see the FanDuel mention. All right, FanDuel.
Booty.
Biggest stage of the world. FanDuel, in partnership with the Valley Forge, is changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With the FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. I love this because it's FanDuel giving you an extra chance to try to win. If you're not a big soccer fan, hello, me. Usually if my bet is over, I'm not going to watch anymore. But with the FanDuel Super Sub, I'm like, oh, wait, I still have a reason to watch because I'm going to watch this guy that's entering the pitch that has all kinds of energy, right? They did all their calisthenics behind the goal before they went out onto the pitch. They're ready to go. They're ready to score. They're ready to win me money. It means you're in it till the final whistle. I appreciate that. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. That's FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. You got to be 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies shut out the Reds. I'm Connor Thomas, and the Phillies shut out Cincinnati 1-0 last night to take the series win against the Reds. Jesus Luzardo struck out 11 over 7 scoreless innings to lead the Phils to the victory. He talked after the game with the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast about the effectiveness of his sweeper.
I just think, getting in the zone a good amount and then getting it out of the zone when we want to, and just finding that, steady balance and good mix. I think JT does a great job back there, and we do a great job of game planning as well.
A lot of swings and misses on that pitch last night. That's part of the reason why he'll be one of the 6 to represent the Phillies in the All-Star game next week. Speaking of All-Stars, it was officially announced yesterday that Bryce Harper will compete in the Home Run Derby. Phil's final series before the All-Star break is tonight in Detroit, 6:40 p.m. First game, Nola versus Flaherty, the pitching matchup. The Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlsson. Anaheim matched the offer sheet yesterday afternoon, keeping Carlsson with the Ducks, making him the highest paid player in the NHL. As the Sixers await LeBron James' decision, they began Summer League action last night. They took down the Pistons 101-93. LeBaron Philon Jr. had 18.7 assists in his debut. Amy Fadul will join us from the 8 o'clock hour to the end of the show. Dave McMenamin talks some LeBron with us at 9:40. This update is brought to you by the Macom Group. They support contractors with one of the largest PVF inventories from pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands. Count on the Macom Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit MacomGroup.com today. I'm Connor Thomas on the home of the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Fanatic app.
This hour of Kincade Salciunas is presented by Bradford White Water Heaters. Bradford White, they're here for the pro.
All right, 6:31 here on Kincade and Salciunas, 97.5, The Fanatic. Just had I know these days are approaching, but a fascinating conversation with my son. We FaceTimed.
Love it.
They're already awake. It's summer vacation. They're already awake. Our own Matt Menard,
Okay.
who has his own studio. He puts the commercials, the imaging, all the bells and whistles you hear on the Fanatic. He also has a Transformer in there, like a Transformer toy.
Okay.
And Coop likes me showing it to him.
Oh, he wants to see the Transformer.
The Transformer, however, was on top of something that he's never going to see out in the street. Matt has an Eagles decorated payphone.
Oh, yeah.
And as I'm showing him, I'm like, wait a minute, let me pan down a little bit the phone. It's like, do you know what this is? And he did say it was a phone, so he got that part right.
Okay.
Which I'm actually kind of impressed by, because what kids know what a old phone
Has he
looks
seen
like.
it on TV or something? Maybe a TV show
Maybe,
or something?
or his books or something, because, there are books that were written, back in the day.
Good Night Moon?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I
you're
seen
right.
him
The
there.
red phone. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, a payphone, man. Like, that's something that these kids these days, Johnny, they don't know. They don't know about the payphone.
Don't tell me about the kids today when I have to deal with you guys every
I
single
used a
day.
payphone before at the Deptford Mall.
You used a payphone?
Yeah.
Really?
I have too.
Yeah, I've used a payphone.
I wouldn't have
before.
thought either one of you would ever. See, now it's weird. Is my payphone years are off then?
I
wouldn't have thought either one of you would ever use a payphone.
Or there were cell phones, but like it wasn't. Everybody had one. It was like.
See, now I got my first cell phone in '95.
Yeah, but it wasn't like kids had. Like now, every kid has a cell phone, even if
Correct.
they don't have like the ability to.
You don't have to give
call
your
or
yeah
do stuff.
exactly. You don't have to give your kids the internet on their phone.
Right. Yeah,
You can give them a cell phone just so they can make a call to you
Yep.
and say, "Mom and Dad, I need you."
That was my eventual first phone, but I didn't get my first phone till 8th grade.
Well, okay. Now you see, I was off on times there. I would have
How
thought
about
that.
The
There you go.
payphone, man. All right, Mike Yancey was on with Unfiltered yesterday. And obviously they talked about LeBron James, and I love that he just says him by name because he knows them, and everybody gets it. Like, if there's a GM out there that's trying to be like, there's a big player out there, just say the guy's name. We all know who the hell you're talking about.
I don't think are they allowed?
He talked about him by name yesterday.
No, but he talked to him about his personal relationship, right? It's like there's some rule I thought, but I'm not sure.
Everybody knows. It's
great.
It would be the worst kept secret in the world.
It's awesome.
But there's also the big addition of Jaylen Brown. Like, we're so locked in on the LeBron James factor, obviously, and we should be until the day comes that he signs here or signs elsewhere. But the Jaylen Brown trade is still big. Like, this team's still going to be really good next season. And one of the big questions was, all right, is Joel Embiid happy? Because, Joel Embiid hasn't taken to social media to post about Jaylen Brown coming to Philadelphia. And I heard Johnny Marks breaking down the Jaylen Brown stream. And it was 45 minutes long, and there was no mention of Joel Embiid.
Never once. And this is Joel Embiid's team.
Yes.
Right?
Now,
right?
My thing is I still believe in human-to-human interaction. I know I'm a weirdo for being 32 years old and thinking picking up the phone is better than a tweet or a text, but that's what I do. Maybe that's what Joel did. I don't know.
You think so, do you?
Well,
do you really?
Here's Mike Yancey. Mike Yancey on with Unfiltered yesterday saying he spoke with Joel Embiid immediately after the trade, and this was the reaction.
Yes, he's excited. He's in a really good space right now. It's first off season. He's really healthy going into it. Starting to get in, kind of get into shape right now. Starting to get in the weight room and starting to ramp up a little bit his off season workout plan. But he's fired up. I called him right after the trade. He was excited. Surprised but excited. And as VJ and Tyrese and the rest of the group has been, it's obviously going to be a big change. But I think they're welcoming it. They're kind of excited to get the group together.
So the other guys voiced it. He just didn't voice it. Okay.
That's fine. I don't need Joel Embiid to call into Jaylen Brown's stream.
You have a different belief system.
Yes.
I question that big time. That sounds like, he's very excited about it. No, he didn't say it, but he's excited about it.
People also
say it
pointed
for him.
out online that he did not say anything about the addition of Paul George. Like, it's not like he has tweeted out about other players and not Jaylen Brown. He has also not tweeted out about the last big player that they acquired. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, okay, I got you. That sounds like someone speaking for someone else, like Gansey's having to speak for him. That's just to me. That's how I take it. It's a little strange to me.
I mean, the guy's saying he talked to Joel
immediately after the trade, and he was surprised and excited. Much like I think Joel Embiid's reaction was probably the same as everybody else's. Wait,
and
what?
Joel usually goes to social media when he's with stuff like that.
Yeah, but he doesn't owe that to us.
No, he doesn't. I didn't say he owed it.
Well, it sounds like you want him to do it.
Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say he owes it.
John, I'm saying what it sounds like. Don't hide behind that.
He usually runs to social media is what I said, Connor.
Okay, don't hide behind the semantics of what you're saying.
It's not semantics. He usually, when something shocking happens in sports, whether it's his sport or not, he's usually the athlete who goes in it. If he's watching a soccer match and something happens, he runs to it. If something happens in a Phillies game that he's watching, he's a guy who will talk about it. He's a guy who runs to social media with stuff. This is a strange thing for him to be quiet about.
I'm just telling you, he didn't run to social media for Paul George.
I got you. It's just a strange thing for him to be very quiet about.
Anyways, so Gansey then talked about the two of them because there's a lot of talk about how is this going to work. And I love this answer because it's a very honest answer. And you could tell from the beginning of Bob Myers sort of becoming more involved with the Sixers, and since Mike Gansey got here, that they're going to try to, kick Joel Embiid in the rear end. And he needs it, right? And
yes, he does.
And Daryl Morey wasn't doing it. Josh Harris, the owner of the Sixers, doesn't seem to be doing it.
He coddles him. He enables him.
I think Doc Rivers tried, but I think Doc Rivers also...
I think Doc gave up.
I think he just wasn't a good coach.
I don't know basketball.
I think Doc gave up on just saying he saw there was diminishing returns. It wasn't going to happen. If Joel doesn't want to do it, it wasn't going to happen. So I think he gave up on it. And that's bad on him.
No, that's bad on the head coach.
That's bad on him. When you're the head coach,
right.
When you're the head coach, you can't give up on it, no matter how unprofessional the athlete is.
Yeah,
you can't give up on it.
He gave up on Ben, too.
Yeah,
he said Tyrese Maxey's not a true point guard, which maybe you believe, but,
that is true.
The guy was 23.
It is
No,
true.
he was giving up on
me and Doc Rivers, same page.
Doc was a guy, I think, that got when Doc hit a wall, he gets frustrated, and I think he just goes, okay, I'm done with that. I think at that point in his career, maybe as a younger coach he wasn't.
I don't even know why he went to Milwaukee. Like I thought, like when he left Philadelphia,
you know why?
Cashola.
Exactly.
So
he's a golf.
Here's Mike Gansey. Some more on Joel Embiid and what Jaylen Brown might bring to the table for him.
I think they have. I talked to Jaylen the other day. I think he's basically talked to everyone. I think he's talked to coach, he's talked to ownership, he's talked to Bob. He's obviously this has been a lot for him. I'm kind of getting into this Boston Philly rivalry. Obviously, I've watched it from afar, but I think for Jaylen, it's been such a shock getting traded to his rival. I guess and he's just still trying to take it all in. But I think with each growing day, he's excited and obviously excited about the group we've got and some of the other additions we've added. But I think Jaylen too. He's just like, listen, I'm going to get in the gym with Joel here soon. Like, I'm going to push him. I'm going to get him right. It's going to be a big season for all of us. Like, he's going to bring some championship habits, toughness to us that I know the city of Philly loves. And it's like music to my ears to listen to him and talking to him. And he's really, really fired up for the season to come up.
What do you think about that?
What?
I'm gonna get him in the gym. I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna get him right.
I love it.
The Jaylen Brown's telling I'm going to get
I'm
going to get your highest paid player right.
They probably talked about it.
Oh no, I'm sure they did.
I mean?
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
But it's got to be like it's not a secret in the organization. They have to spend time worrying about, hey, do us a favor. Can you get him in the gym? Can you get him to do things right? Can you get him? Can you help us?
And if it works and they win a championship,
I understand, but it's pathetic.
I'll still have the Embiid tattoo on my chest.
It's so pathetic though that they have to.
You're going chest?
I already have one.
Don't say that.
I already have one. You guys don't know about
a chest?
Embiid.
Or
it's
Embiid.
It's like the jersey outline.
Right,
you
right
never
across,
take it off.
Man. Yeah, but I got it on the chest.
I just think that's just so crazy. He said the quiet stuff out loud. He said it out loud.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. Like I have no problem with it.
No. I think it's great that Gansey says it. And I think it's great, but he says the quiet stuff out loud.
Yeah, I think it needed to happen years ago, and unfortunately, Daryl Morey was
but all the
friend.
But all the Embiid apologists and all the Embiid enablers have got to say to themselves, This is incredible that we're talking about a 30-year-old man.
The Embiid apologists and enablers realize the guy can wake up and score 35 points.
Yeah, but
it's just everything else that's the problem. It's the conditioning. It's the ability to play a series.
But it doesn't piss them off.
It should. It should piss them off.
It should embarrass. It should be embarrassing to him, and it isn't. That's the problem.
Well, let's see how this plays
Hopefully,
out. I'm excited.
I love that Gansey and them have taken to the offensive and are like, no, now it's going to be called out. Now this stuff's going to be called out.
All right.
We're going to hold people accountable.
All right. Do we have our first voice memo already? All right.
Yes, we do.
So here's if you missed the opening of the show, Shams Charania reported yesterday that one way teams are trying to get in touch with LeBron James is by sending voice memos to Rich Paul, who can then forward said voice memo to LeBron James.
LeBron's given him his number so he can do that. That's awesome.
Well, I would imagine a lot of teams have Rich Paul's contact, considering he's the agent.
I like that LeBron, I saw yesterday, they said does not, on NBA Live, he does not take phone calls on the golf course. I would love to play with LeBron.
Yeah, respect the hell
I'd
out
love
of
to
that.
play with LeBron. I like that.
So we're going to help via the Davis Honda text line where you can leave a voice memo. The best voice memo trying to get LeBron James to be intrigued enough to sign with Philadelphia will win a pair of tickets to the home opener. And maybe that home opener will include LeBron James in the Sixers jersey.
It could.
So here's our first voice memo of the day.
Are you kidding me? People who don't want LeBron, you darn fool. Third greatest player behind Michael, Kobe, LeBron. Let's go. Let's talk about a Sixers team who got bounced by New York. Now we talking championships. They say a dog's sun shines on a dog's butt every once in a while, and boy, is that sun shining on the Sixers right now. Let's go.
All right, it's a good start.
That's a good start. A good analogy.
That was Justin from Lansdale.
Thank you, Justin.
My Uncle Hank used to be fire chief and king of Prussia. He used that analogy. I remember the only time I've ever heard anyone use that analogy was my Uncle Hank.
Well, there you go. Now we have Justin.
And Hank used that. I like that. So I like that.
All right. Well, continue sending them in. The best voice memo today to try to lure LeBron to Philly.
That might help get it done a little bit. That's not bad.
You'll get a pair of tickets to the home opener where maybe LeBron James will be wearing a Sixers jersey. Now, coming up next.
You're getting people excited this morning with that.
Oh, we should.
That is. We had a
promo running yesterday that we had to wipe off the air, Johnny.
What?
It was about today's
did.
show.
Yeah, we did.
Because we thought something would happen today. Unfortunately, it happened yesterday afternoon. It was a bummer, but it could be a good sign of things to come for Philadelphia. We'll tell you what next. It's Kincade and Salciunas, 97.5, The Fanatic.
Baseball. Every game, futures, and even the All-Star events. Those start next week here in Philadelphia. But before that, we've got the final series before the All-Star break. Philadelphia is taking on Detroit. And tonight, they're trading at a 46% probability to take down Detroit, meaning $100 will pay you out $205. Now, Aaron Nola's on the mound, so maybe you want to trade on Detroit. You can go whichever way you want. You can look at other games. You can look at those futures on Philadelphia to potentially win the whole damn thing. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app, but make sure you use code Fanatic because you're going to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Is Kincade Salciunas, 97.5, The Fanatic.
6:48 here on Kincade Salciunas, 97.5, The Fanatic. Just to put it out there, Joel Embiid never did tweet about Paul George. I also went back to the other major name that they've acquired, and James Harden. He didn't post about James Harden. However, he did post the meme of the guy came to my hater's funeral just to make sure he was dead. Because remember, they traded.
Oh, that was a great one.
They traded Ben Simmons,
Right.
in that deal,
Right.
So it wasn't a tweet about James Harden. It was more so the tweet about the guy that they traded away to land James Harden.
He reacted immediately to it, like the hey, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, but it was more so the Ben Simmons side of things. It wasn't
absolutely.
like we got James. I'm so excited for James Harden. So that's why I never really read too much into the tweet or the lack thereof the tweet. And it was nice to hear from Mike Gansey yesterday on Unfilter talking about how they're ready to go and Joel Embiid's excited and he's excited to see how this plays out. And so are we. Can't wait for it. But unfortunately, we can't see Leo Carlsson play out in Philadelphia. We had to remove our promo.
Boy, that sucked.
Because we thought we were on Leo watch.
And it was a great
the course
promo,
of the
too.
show.
I mean, it was like really good work.
Spectacular. Maybe the ESPYs will air it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's done. That promo's done, and Leo's done. And look, it was expected. The outcome that was expected happened.
Yes.
Leo Carlsson stayed with the Ducks. But it's interesting is the portrayal is, boy, that's a bad loss for Danny Briere.
Why is it a bad loss for not landing a guy that no one thought would actually come here?
It's ridiculous. It's where it would be like me breaking down. Let me break down why USA Soccer did not succeed in the other night's match. There's no loss for Danny Briere. In fact, I think it's a win because to me, what the message that was sent, Flyers are open for business. Flyers are legitimate. Flyers want to put the pedal to the metal for the right player.
Yeah. That was my takeaway. I'm happy that they went after him.
The Flyers went out and did something that fans want to see. They're out there aggressive. I'm seeing people yesterday, boy, it's a big loss for Danny Briere. No, it's not. Because the only people who thought you were getting Carlson, who thought it was happening, it was a very, very unlikely scenario that you were going to land him.
Look, I'll say this now, just a teaser, spoiler alert. Later on the show, and I don't want you guys to chime in yet, I'm just for context purposes, we're going to get on the record of whether or not we think LeBron James is going to sign with the Sixers. And as much fun as I'm having and as much of a basketball sense it actually does make, I don't think he's going to come here, and I'm going to be devastated when it happens. But does that make was that a bad loss for Mike Gansey if he doesn't get LeBron, or was it a bad loss for Bob Myers if they don't get LeBron?
You know what I love is I'm seeing Mike Gansey. I'm seeing the Sixers on the aggressive.
Yeah, same with Danny Briere.
I'm seeing aggressiveness. I'm seeing my franchises go on out there foremost and saying, "Hey, we're open for business and we're being aggressive and we're out there and we're pushing it." I love it.
Well,
like to me, this is great.
Well,
this is a new day. It is a new day.
We have a great poll right now, thanks to Dr. Avedon Appel and the team at Iron Mountain.
And it's strong, I bet.
Strong poll, and it's dueling.
Oh, it's dueling.
Connor got my ear saying we have a poll on this topic. I didn't even know what the poll of the day was until
dueling?
Connor got in my ear. And man, I'm going to use the D word. I'm disappointed with a lot of Flyers fans this morning. What do we got, Connor?
Simple question here. Are you upset that the Flyers didn't end up getting Leo Carlsson? Two options. Yes, they needed him. No, glad they tried. It is, with over 100 votes, 50-50.
Okay. What's the wording again?
Are you upset that the Flyers didn't end up getting Leo Carlsson?
Yeah, I'm upset.
I'm bummed out, but
I'm bummed out. But
I'm more so glad they tried.
But I'm glad they tried, and I never expected that the Ducks were letting them go. I didn't think the Ducks were letting him go, so I didn't go into it going, yeah, I think this is going to happen. It was hoping that you were going to – it was trying to win the lotto.
Yeah.
But I never expected it to happen. And I think that, with all due respect, only the novice hockey fan thought it was going to happen. It was in the probably a 10 to 15% chance.
Just like it's a 10 to 15% chance for LeBron to sign with the Sixers.
Right.
And am I going to be mad at the Sixers
You're
front
going to be
office?
no, we're going to be
I'll
disappointed.
be very disappointed because
That
I
next
talked
day is gonna
myself
bother
up.
us.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm not going to be like, oh, first off, I'm not going to say screw the front office. And
that
second of all, I'm not going to say that the Sixers' chances are done. They have a chance of still being in the Eastern Conference Finals this year, with or without LeBron. The Flyers weren't going to win the Stanley Cup next year with or without Leo Carlsson. It would just be a nice step forward. Look, they need, and we've been talking about this for a long time now, they need a legitimate number one center.
They do.
And this would have been the guy.
And
so
they were willing to pay for it through the nose.
Yeah.
And to me, God bless you, Danny Briere. You went and you tried. You made a try. You did your best. And nobody in the know, nobody who understands the process, was truly believing that they were landing Carlson. It's not the offer sheet thing was a long shot.
Yeah.
And and the way they wrote it was beautiful.
Well, I'm glad they took the shot.
I'm glad they took the shot.
Yeah, I saw some criticisms of the Flyers front office yesterday. I'm just like, they tried.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the Anaheim Ducks said, no, we don't want to let our best player leave or second best player leave. Just like we would freak out if the Flyers had a player like that.
Correct.
And then Flyers said, you know what, you're right. We're not going to sign this. We are going to let him leave. We'd freak out.
I think there's a lot of people who don't understand the process. It's almost like they say, well, Carlson decided to say screw the Flyers. No, Carlson had 4 offer sheets in front of him. He signed the Flyers offer sheet. We don't even know if the Flyers offer sheet was the most. And there was some speculation yesterday that others could potentially have went as close, but maybe the situation with the Flyers was more tax advantageous or something like that, that there was a reason he was willing to come here. Good for whatever it was. It's great.
So are you upset with the front office? Like I'm trying to figure out. Maybe some people are saying yes, they're upset because they just wanted it.
Well, we're upset. Well, we're upset.
But I'm more. My initial. I answered right away when you told me about the poll. I clicked on no. Glad they tried because I am glad that they tried. Like
good job, Danny.
Because it tells you that they think they're close, and that excites me.
And good job, Mike Gansey too.
Yeah.
And Bob Myers. We have teams that are being aggressive now.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah, you're not going to go yard every time, but at least we're not striking out looking.
Well, the Phillies do that pretty often.
Well, we're talking about the other teams.
1-0 win last night.
Hey,
All
they
right,
won.
Coming up next.
They won.
We'll play some more voice memos. Your
Good
chance
club.
to win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener. The best message for LeBron, because that's what they're doing.
That's what
voice
they want.
memos to Rich Paul.
Love letters to LeBron.
Best voice memo will win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener. We as a show will put our own messages out there. And there is one point that I really want to make that I think could intrigue LeBron. It's Kincade Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Luzardo dazzles again. I'm Connor Thomas. The Phillies shut out the Reds 1-0 last night to take the series win in Cincinnati, and Jesus Luzardo was dominant once again. 11 strikeouts over 7 scoreless innings to lead the Phils to the win. He did have a bit of a moment where he was chirping with the Reds dugout. He talked about that afterwards with the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast.
I get a little fiery sometimes, but nothing bad. I mean, I think it's just a heated competition. You know, both sides want to play well and do well, and I heard some things out of that dugout, and I give it right back. But, yeah, no hard feelings.
That fire is part of the reason he'll be one of 6 to represent the Phillies in the All-Star game next week. Speaking of All-Stars, it was officially announced yesterday that Bryce Harper will compete in the Home Run Derby. The Phil's final series before the All-Star break is in Detroit. It starts tonight, 6:40 p.m. for Game 1. Aaron Nola versus Jack Flaherty. The Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlsson. Anaheim matched the offer sheet yesterday afternoon, keeping Carlsson with the Ducks. The Sixers are awaiting LeBron James' decision, but they're beginning Summer League as they wait. Last night, they took down the Pistons 101-93 out in Vegas. LeBaron Fillon Jr. had 18 15 points, 7 assists in his debut. Amy Fadul will join us from the 8 o'clock hour to the end of the show. Dave McMenamin joins us at 9:40 to talk some LeBron. This update is brought to you by Rosenbaum Injury Law. If you've been injured, don't settle for less because winning means everything. Call Rosenbaum and Associates today for a free consultation. I'm Connor Thomas on the home of the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Kincade Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, 7 a.m. here on Kincade Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic. On the day of voice memos to LeBron James on the Davis Honda text line. Feel the Davis difference. Check them out in Burlington. We'll play some more as we continue along here. The best voice memo to LeBron James. If you miss it, here's
speak directly to him.
Here's Shams Charania yesterday on ESPN talking about one way teams are trying to get LeBron James to sign with their team.
One interesting wrinkle that has occurred in the last several days is some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia. Some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision.
So, voice memos. Voice memos is a way that teams are trying to get LeBron James. So we're going to play voice memos.
He does not want to be. He's been on a 2-week golfing, going and playing something. Good for him. And I love the fact that they brought up that he does not take golf. He does not take calls on the golf. Now, most big country clubs where he's playing, you don't bring your phone out anyway.
Yeah. But you know what you do have? You have the cart with the radio in it, and he might be on the app right now listening to the Fanatic. Saying,
that's good.
What are people going to tell me on the voice memos to bring me here?
And
to
LeBron,
get him here.
LeBron, we want you here. So before we start playing some voice memos.
I know all the private courses he's played here.
See?
So I know the courses that he's played. So he knows there's so many great courses here. There's plenty of great golf.
And there's Connor's, if you get into that apartment, you guys can play on the simulator.
The simulator,
together.
Connor, you'd play on the simulator?
I'm not quite approved yet. We're getting final approval for the apartment, then the couch is open,
All right,
LeBron.
Here's what you do to get your final approval. If LeBron James signs here, I'm going to have him golf with me at your simulator. I think that
I'll
will
let
work.
him know. I'll shoot that.
All right, good.
When we're done today.
I'm sure that will swing the balance of power in this negotiation.
I think that'll help. All right, let's give our plea. So, look, I mean, we've talked chapter and verse about how it would work from a basketball standpoint and all that stuff. But I was thinking of something this morning. I don't know who said it, and we couldn't find the audio. I don't know what the hell happened. It disappeared into the ether. But somebody on ESPN overnight was talking about how cool would it be if LeBron were able to put another notch under his belt and bring a championship to a city that has not experienced it for 43 years, and that being Philadelphia.
Oh, it was Zinno.
Was it Zinno?
Oh, it was Zinno.
Okay. All right.
And I'm like, I should have pivoted because it pissed me off that Zinno was talking about Philly.
Well, that's good.
He hates Philly.
Well,
but
he thinks it would be cool for
Yes.
LeBron to go to Philly. So I like you, Zinno. So it made me think, if you're LeBron James is part basketball player, but also part businessman at this point of his career.
Oh, I think he's
Right.
a huge businessman.
He's an entrepreneur, him and Rich Paul.
He's a brilliant businessman.
Now, LeBron James is known in every market all across the world, all of the world, right? Not just the United States of America.
He's an incredible.
He's known all over the place.
He's an incredible mover and a shaker in all business communities.
But what if you're LeBron James?
Okay.
LeBron James could retire today, move back to Cleveland, and he could do whatever he wants because he's LeBron James from Akron and, of course, did everything that he did for the Cleveland Cavaliers organization. LeBron James could retire today, stay in L.A., and he's marketable in L.A. because he played for the Lakers, won a championship. LeBron James could retire today and say, I want to take my retirement, not my talents, but my retirement to South Beach because I want to play golf down there every single day. He won a championship there. He's marketable.
Okay.
Imagine adding a fourth major market under your belt. You go to Philadelphia, and knowing us, even if he doesn't win, we are a he chose us city, right? We love that. When people pick
Certainly
our
do.
city, we go gaga over that. So if LeBron came here, and even if they just get out of the second round for the first time in 25 years, LeBron James is looked at as a god in this city. What if they go a step further and get to the finals, go a step further and win an NBA championship? LeBron James's face is our man Bill Strobel is doing, he's going up on the side of buildings and doing
portraits.
murals of LeBron James.
He's painting over like mediocre Phillies portraits and putting actual star players up on the side of buildings.
Yeah, the Marsh Bohm Stott mural can go
It'd be amazing.
away.
Can you imagine?
And it's a big LeBron James
Strobel
one.
could do an amazing one of LeBron holding up the Larry O'Brien.
So if you're LeBron, not only are you great basketball man, you're also great businessman. And if you can, put a couple anchors in Philadelphia too, you're looked at as a legend forever if you win something here. Could that be in the mindset of LeBron James? Because I think it should be.
You think that should be it?
I think it should be. Well, if he
one of
cares
it-
about winning, it's still the best place. But also the fact that if he wants to continue to add to this legacy, that's already ridiculous. Like, he doesn't need more to his legacy, but if he wants it, why not Philadelphia?
I think that's a great, a great legacy to go and help a fan base that has needed to do something that other people have not been able to do.
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing to be able to do.
What would your plea be, John, to LeBron James before we play some more of our voice memos?
My plea to LeBron James is LeBron, I'm going to just take you at your word. You're a guy that has said it's all about winning. You want to win one last time. There's no better place to win. Listen to Bob Myers. There's no better place to win because you've got young legs to play with. You've got young legs to mentor. And you do enjoy mentoring, and you've got young guys here who want to listen to you. Tyrese and Clutch Sports already wants to recruit VJ Edgecombe.
Mm-hmm.
So you can bring another person into your fold. So to me, it's all about, look, LeBron, you have a legacy you want to build, but you got youngsters that want to sit here and want to listen and want to sit at your knee and want to be under your tutelage. this is the best place for you. Go to Golden State. It's the Golden Girls. Like, there's nothing about that. There's nothing about that should be appealing to him. It's about a totally different situation here in Philadelphia. Come on, LeBron.
By
Be
the
a part
way,
of it.
I'm gonna add one more nugget. I'm glad that you brought up the Clutch Sports thing. I was gonna save this for later, but man, we're on a roll. Screw it. Screw the show sheet. I'm ripping this.
What is
up.
it?
At some point, Clutch Sports needs a new face of the brand.
Oh, yeah.
Here are the players that are active, that are Clutch Sports clients.
Okay.
LeBron James, he's almost done. Anthony Davis, does he play anymore?
Yeah, he's going to play.
Draymond Green, Zach LaVine, he's not looked at as like some
No.
guy, some superstar.
No.
De'Aaron Fox, who I really like, but he's a piece of the puzzle in San Antonio. Darius Garland, DeJounte Murray, Scoot Henderson, Fred VanVleet, Brandon Ingram, Aaron Gordon. Tyrese Maxey's the best player out of all those names.
And they want VJ Edgecombe.
Imagine if he comes to Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey wins. Oh, here's the Clutch Sports brand even bigger now that because LeBron, he's going to retire soon. So if you want another big name in that group, what about NBA champion Tyrese Maxey and maybe NBA champion VJ Edgecombe?
I'm also starting to think that they're harvesting the health of the other Clutch Sports players to keep LeBron healthy.
Maybe that's what it is.
Working theory here. All those other guys are banged up pretty regularly.
Vampire Diaries? I mean, it could
it's
be.
a strong point by you.
Could be. I'm just saying there's not many big name Clutch guys. There's LeBron and there's Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis on the tail end too. If he can ever get on the court, you need another big name. And imagine because. Maybe we're too here in Philly. I don't know how much love Tyrese Maxey gets nationally. Like I don't know.
I think his brand took a huge step forward
with the All-Star game being
huge
a All-Star starter.
Yeah.
But because of his association with the Sixers, I mean, think about the Sixers over the years. First off, Joel Embiid is the big name, but the Ben Simmons mess and James Harden was here. Like Tyrese Maxey has kind of been overshadowed every year of his career.
But none of that stink has stuck to Maxey.
No, it's not stink. No.
Well, no, it is stink. The Sixers organization has a stink to it. But none of that stink has stuck to Maxey's brand. Maxey's brand is energetic, young, everything. I think that's one of the reasons with Clutch, and it's been said, Clutch wants VJ also. And I think that could really be, that's the connection here. Have three Clutch guys on the same team.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
More importantly, though, is you got to have youngsters that want to follow. That want to where LeBron goes, LeBron can be very demanding, and by the way, I'm not saying that as a negative. I'm saying that as
right.
I'm saying that as a great thing. LeBron James comes in. Yes, I want LeBron to be demanding. I want LeBron to say, I want this. The Sixers organization's doing things this way. That's not the way championship organizations do things. That's not the way I want it.
Yeah.
I want it too. I'd love a, and you know who would want it too? Tyrese.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, whoa, we're missing something here.
What's that?
Tyrese Maxey, not the only Clutch Sport client on the Philadelphia 76ers. How about Justin Edwards and Jabari Walker?
Of course.
Yeah,
are both Clutch clients.
Yeah,
and
really
both
will.
under contract next year. We could have, it would be great for the bit. Like, because Joel Embiid's going to miss some time, believe it or not.
Is he?
You could have if they sign LeBron
You could have a starting five.
and they get VJ locked up, you could have a Clutch 5 starting lineup. LeBron, I mean, these are the things that LeBron James needs to think about. He needs to think about Rich Paul down the road, man. You need to have some more Rich Paul Clutch Sports clients.
First of all,
names.
if you were LeBron's teammate, let's say LeBron comes here, and you were LeBron's teammate, and you're VJ Edgecombe, are you telling LeBron no if he says, I want you to come to Clutch?
No.
No,
You're wanting to be part of his brand.
Yes,
You're wanting to be part
absolutely.
of. I just want to see it for the Sixers, because I think just osmosis, you learn things from LeBron James. Business-wise, you learn things from LeBron James. Professionalism about how you approach your day-to-day work, the whole organization. I think it would be so awesome.
Yeah, it would be,
And guess what?
fantastic.
This is where it goes to your poll question, Connor. I'm going to be really disappointed if he doesn't come here. And I also sort of think along the way you do that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That he's going to go back to Cleveland.
But they have a legit shot.
No, they have a legit shot. But to me, I'm going to be really disappointed. But it's because of the fact that I just see the possibilities. Great possibilities for this team.
If it's about winning,
oh my God! Well, if it's
he
about
comes
winning,
here.
well, yeah, exactly. If he's telling us the truth, there's a really good chance he's going to be here.
Connor, what's your plea before we get back to our voice memos?
Oh, LeBron, let me talk to you for a second. So they say you're a king.
Wow.
And you've proven it over your career. Conquering home in Cleveland. Taking off to Miami, conquering there. Heading out west.
I need more of an accent from you if you're going to do it.
I can't do that justice.
If you're doing it with this music, I need more of an accent.
I'm not doing this in a British accent. You head out
You've
west.
conquered Cleveland.
It's like Irish.
You've conquered Miami.
That's
Is it your
Irish.
plea or my plea?
What is that?
Go ahead.
And now,
That's Irish.
you try to defend your crown. There are many that say you're not the GOAT. And sometimes you might have to align with people that others will not. People will look at the Philadelphia fan base as unsavory marauders who nobody gets along with. No one likes them, and they don't care. But I'll tell you, there will be nobody if you come to Philadelphia and win us an NBA title that will defend your legacy till the ends of the earth like the Philadelphia fan base. If you've learned anything from how passionate we are, there's no one you'd rather have on your side than us. People will come for the crown, and we will defend you forever if you come here and you win us a title. Not to mention the RBU game. Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, maybe the best available to you in your late years of your reign. You will live forever in history if you come to Philadelphia as a 76er.
Well,
I mean, I'll give you a 9 out of 10. You
I
were
give
just
it 9
missing,
out, I
missing
give
the
it
accent.
9 out of 10.
I can't do the accent.
Just
Well,
missed
you
the
can't
accent.
do it either.
I wasn't trying to be British. I just did an accent.
I didn't know what
Yours
that
was
was.
like Scottish.
It was no, it sort of seems Scottish.
like, what's that
I thought it was
movie?
from my
Wee Lassie.
home country.
What's that movie? We protect. They will never take our
Braveheart.
freedom. Braveheart. Yeah, we could just do a Braveheart for Embiid. Or
Hey,
for,
kind of
for
what I was going for
LeBron.
there.
Connor's effort was fantastic.
great.
That was good, and it had nice
Great.
little energy to it.
So then here's the deal. That's the bar that our voice memos have to try to beat, because our first
Right.
voice memo was a nice start.
Very nice.
It was
start.
a nice start from Justin. All right, what do we got on the Davis Honda text line, the Davis Honda voice memo line today, 610-632-0975. What would be your voice memo for LeBron James? That's how they're going to try to intrigue him to sign with the teams. What do we got?
Stephen P.A. checks in next.
LeBron, come to Philly and break the curse of 40-plus years, no NBA championships. All the burner count, bad draft picks, injuries, all the crap that's happened with the Sixers. It's time to come to the Sixers and win a freaking championship. Let's go!
I was at that parade.
Oh,
I was
Chris,
at
miss
that
you,
parade.
man.
I still remember going back with my buddy Joe Amicone on the Red Arrow from 69th Street after the Sixers parade. If you had said to me that day, the Sixers would not win another title, and I would have a 22-year-old, I would be in my 60s. I'd be saying BS. No. The Sixers had so much success,
Yeah.
and had finally won a championship. I thought that was just breaking through. That was the breakthrough.
Here we are,
moment.
43 years later.
So I mean,
Still looking for one.
I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. And hopefully it's going to happen for us.
By the way-
Hopefully this is what maybe is necessary to have it happen.
For longtime Fanatic listeners, that's Chris, the OK guy.
Is it really?
From way back. I'm
Okay.
talking Rob and Harry days.
There you go.
Like I had his OK on the drop board
Okay.
many, many moons ago. All right, what else we got?
We got John C. in Tennessee.
Yo, LeBron, this is John C. in Tennessee. Let me tell you why you need to come to Philly. You could sail your yacht, cross the Delaware River, land in Trenton, march triumphantly into the city of Philadelphia, just like George Washington. You could sit down like those famous men in 1776 and sign your name on that document. You could be like Ben Franklin and bring lightning into this city. You could be like Wilt and Dr. J and Moses Malone and bring this city a championship.
You
All
hear
right.
that, though? You could be like Wilt, Dr. J, and Moses Malone. That's what we're dealing with. It's that we have to go back.
Fair or unfair? Could Mike Gansey say in negotiations, hey, if you sign here, I've already got it cleared from Mayor Sherelle Parker?
What?
You get to sign the Declaration of Independence. We
Yeah,
we will add one more name.
She doesn't get to do that, Sherelle.
We will open up the glass case, and we will give you a quill with ink. And we'll give him one of the big hats, the big wigs.
No.
And LeBron gets to sign the Declaration of Independence.
No.
Why are you against it? Who cares?
I don't want
that. They're all dead anyway.
No, I don't want that.
What, are they going to be upset?
Yeah,
We
I
made
don't
it
want
250 years. That's a pretty good run.
That's what
Let
I'm saying.
LeBron on there now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for the next 250. Like,
I don't need LeBron on there. No, that's right.
Independence has continued. The Declaration of Independence, you can update it. You know, we're still independent.
The whole idea is that you don't. The whole idea of is that you don't. But I love your passion.
I think LeBron deserves to get a big wig, and he gets to sign the Declaration of Independence.
I love your passion, but the whole idea is that the document, we do not update it. Yes, that's the idea.
Here's what they do. They do, you know how there's some...
Like an addendum?
No, like, you know how when you go to the doctor's office, they give you, like, the 2 pieces of paper, and you can sign one, and it appears on the bottom, like the receipt or whatever?
Yeah. Okay.
I think what you do is the contract that he signs with the Sixers bleeds into the Declaration of Independence as well.
I'm
So
good
it's
with that.
one signature. He signs his contract, and it also signs the Declaration of Independence, and LeBron James is a member of the Philadelphia 76ers and United States history. Here he is.
You win a final, we'll make an additional statue on top of Billy Penn of you dunking over him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do whatever, LeBron.
By the way, to become independent, they won 1 war. LeBron's won 4 championships. Like, could you imagine winning a 5th?
Here's one thing, though.
That'd be a 5-time winner.
Here's one thing, though, that people are saying is that it's like, come on, LeBron. You can be the only guy with 4 titles with 4 teams. It's not that big a dunk to do that.
What?
Because the other great players of the game didn't team jump. Like, it's not that big a... The only guy who ever wins is journeyman. Great players didn't jump teams. Like, people are like, tell LeBron you can win 4 titles with 4 teams. It's like cements your legacy.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but what it does, it also speaks to it's the negative talking point. You chased around to organizations that had a chance to win titles. You didn't sit it out like you didn't. Jordan could have done the same thing.
Yeah, but imagine being the first guy to win in 43 years in Philadelphia.
It'd be wonderful.
I'm just saying.
Great players could have done this over history. They could have jumped around and done all this.
LeBron, the trendsetter. So he said, I'll do this.
I'll take my challenge.
Coming up next, yesterday, more voice memos throughout the course of the show. 610-632-0975. Best voice memo to try and lure LeBron James.
Just do your Brendan Gunn. Memo.
Best voice memo will get a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener that would hopefully include LeBron James in a Sixers uniform.
Memo.
But yesterday was an eventful day for the Phillies. They played and won a baseball game. We had an announcement with a member of the Phillies, and that same member was a part of a story that took over social media. We'll get into all of that coming up next. It is Kincade Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
A series win in Cincy. I'm Connor Thomas, and this update's brought to you by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance. With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands. With Allstate, the Phillies shut out the Reds 1-0 last night to take the series win in Cincinnati. Jesus Luzardo struck out 11 over 7 scoreless innings to lead the Phillies to the win. The sweeper really working for him in the start. He talked with the NBC Sports Philly broadcast about that after.
I just think, getting in the zone a good amount and then getting it out of the zone when we want to, and just finding that, steady balance and good mix. I think JT does a great job back there, and we do a great job of game planning as well.
He'll be one of the 6 Phillies representing the team in the All-Star game next week. Bryce Harper will be one of the 8 participants in the Home Run Derby. That was officially announced yesterday. The Phil's final series before the break is tonight in Detroit. Well, game 1 is 6:40 p.m. first pitch, Aaron Nola versus Jack Flaherty. The Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlson. Anaheim matched the offer sheet yesterday afternoon, keeping Carlson with the Ducks. Sixers still awaiting LeBron's decision. They are starting Summer League action. Last night, they played their first game, beating the Pistons 101-93. LeBaron Philon Jr. had 18 and 7 assists in his debut. Amy Fadul will join us at 8 o'clock. Dave McMenamin joins us at 9:40 to talk some LeBron. This update's also brought to you by Corona. Your shot at Home Run Derby and MLB All-Star Game tickets starts with Corona and 97.5 The Fanatic. Join us All-Star Weekend at City Tap House, Morgan's Pier, Tailgate Sports Bar. Learn more at 97.5thefanatic.com. Must be 21 plus. Presented by Corona. I'm Connor Thomas for 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
Fanatic Philadelphia. More of Kincade and Salciunas coming your way now.
7 a.m. hours brought to you by the BetParks online casino and sportsbook app. Live bet sports on the BetParks app. Play all your favorite casino games. There's always another way to win on the BetParks online casino and sportsbook. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania, Jersey, or Maryland. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Our man MBD chimes in here on YouTube with a great comment, as he always does. The city was founded on the premise of no man could be a king. 250 years later, I'll allow it. Come on home, LeBron.
That is great. That's great.
That's a good one, man.
That's really good.
Just say that in a voice memo. You might have Sixers home opener tickets.
Well, give us a voice memo. So your chance to win Sixers home opener tickets with or without LeBron James. All right, without LeBron James, you're still going to see Maxey Edgecombe and Embiid and the newest Sixer, Jaylen Brown, right? With LeBron James, you could be a part of the reason why they got him with these voice memos that we're doing on the Davis on a text line. So what do we got? Give us a voice memo, and then we have some Philly stuff to get into because yesterday was a bit of an eventful day. What do we got?
John from Warminster checks in next.
King James. Can you hear that? The engine of the buses, the fans screaming as you're making your way to the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum to celebrate a championship in the city of brotherly love? This is your chance to solidify your legacy as the GOAT, the king, the best to ever lace them up. And what a better shot to do it than completing the process in the city of brotherly love. Play the song.
Play the song mentioned at the end.
Good job.
Now, look, not only will I allow LeBron James, because I have power here, I will allow LeBron James to sign the Declaration of Independence. I think we create a statue with LeBron with his arms up in the air, and we put it next to Stallone's. And we have two statues up there.
On the other side of the steps?
Man, you're thirsty.
Oh, dude, yes.
You are, like, desperately thirsty.
Brother, I'm dehydrated.
We've been in the desert for 40-some years.
Come on.
The oasis has shown itself.
Come on, man.
Need that water. I said I'd give him a foot rub earlier. We're in on
that's,
LeBron.
Yeah, that's the one that, you know, that shows dedication.
Yes.
He ain't touching a man's feet.
Well,
he's not touching a man's feet.
Hey,
Connor,
Jesus did it. It's good enough for me.
For LeBron, he might do it.
Don't do that one.
All right. Yesterday was an eventful day for the Phillies. Not only did they win their series in Cincinnati, they beat the Reds yesterday 1-0. We also found out yesterday that Bryce Harper will be participating in the home run derby. Yeah,
you were away for that last week. Because remember, last week you were out for it. It was the drama last week.
Pitcher.
I can't find the right pitcher, and oh my gosh, this is the. And even there was weighed in. I said it'll go to like the last possible day, and then Bryce will be like, I'm in the home run derby, and he went to the last day, and I'm in the home run derby, exactly as expected.
I'm not surprised just because
it's contrived.
It's whatever.
It was
contrived. It's in Philadelphia. He did the home run derby when the All-Star game was in D.C. when he was playing with the Nationals. That's cool.
It's great to see.
I'm not a big home run derby guy. It's funny. Yesterday, this would actually be a fun time to bring it up. Yesterday, when we were leaving, you had already exited the studio. I was still in here with John and Sean as they were getting ready for Middays with Marks, and they were talking about the home run derby. And how they were like, we'd much rather go to the home run derby than the All-Star game. I said, really? I'd
much rather go to the
much
All-Star
rather
game.
go to the All-Star game than the home run derby.
And I'm going to that one, not to that one.
And so I'm curious how many people are out there that would rather go to the home run derby than the All-Star game. You'd rather do home run derby.
Yeah, for sure.
Why? You're a baseball fan. Like, the home run derby, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying it's not impressive what some of these guys can do, especially like that home run derby with Vlad Jr. and Pete Alonso where they both hit like 50 home runs. It was awesome. It was great to watch. But like, the game, it's real baseball.
I'm going to tell you, I've been to 3 home run derbies, been to 4 All-Star games. I'm going to tell you, the All-Star game blows away the home run.
It's real baseball, and it's the best of the best. Like playing, and like we talked about this before. Paul Skeens isn't pitching in it, but imagine going up to the box and being like, oh, I'm just going to have fun. And then Paul Skeens throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball up and in, and you get clocked. Like, no, you need to be like baseball. You can't fake baseball. Football, you can just dodge and not tackle somebody. Basketball, they don't play defense. Hockey, it's just like, all right, let's go at this pace. Baseball is the All-Star game. You have to play or you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, I'm lucky to be able to see a lot of these guys when they come to town regularly, play regular baseball. Like the home run derby feels something different than what I normally watch.
Okay.
So to me, that's more intriguing just because how much baseball I'm zoned in on.
Yeah, I'd much rather the game, man.
It is. I'm going to just tell you, is having been to them multiple times, it is the home run derby is incredibly hard to follow in the building. It's when it gets down to the finals. It is they're blaring music.
Yeah.
There is promotional stuff going on in the stadium.
Sure.
And there's people on the mics doing stuff. It's very, very hard to follow.
The other thing, and you've gone to one, so I'll ask for your opinion, but Connor, I want you to guess first what John, well, I think you'll know what John's answer is, but wouldn't it get old after like the second or third guy?
Well, until it gets, you're waiting to the end.
Right? Like,
you're waiting to the end.
I could definitely see that, but I will, especially being in the home ballpark, I want to see where these guys can get the ball to. Like
that's
places
we've
never seen them.
Yeah. Ashburn Alley.
Yeah, just putting it into Campos out in center.
Go Stack
Can't
Tavern,
get it to Harry the K's.
Oh, by the way, Phillies big news the other day that I can't believe I missed. The Schmitter is returning to Citizens Bank Park.
How'd you miss that?
That was my favorite food item. Going to Citizens Bank Park as a kid. I'm so pumped that it's coming back, dude. It's delicious.
That was your favorite one?
My favorite by far.
Yeah, I just didn't get to it one of the days for headlines. It was one of the later stories.
You would have broke the news to me. I didn't see it till yesterday on social media. I'm so pumped. All right, the other eventful thing yesterday that included Bryce Harper, there's an article in the Inquirer that came out about, it's obviously a touchy story about somebody that went really into gambling debt.
They got rid of their family for their family's life savings.
Yeah, like when we talk about gambling debt, it's not like they're $500 in the hole. No, how about $1.5 million in the hole? And it's a horrible story, and there's all kinds of angles to this discussion. But the reason why it hits home is, one, he's from here, the guy who gambled away all this money. The other part of it was Bryce Harper, a cameo was purchased through the team of the sports book that was included.
He's doing $895 cameos.
Yes.
Which I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
$895 cameos for it, and
I didn't realize cameos were still a thing, but
I didn't either. I've got buddies who do them, and was surprised that Bryce did them for $895. Like, I'm like, really? Like, you have to do cameos? I just don't understand.
I would do it.
But it's you don't have.
Yeah,
you're also not making $28 million a year before you make any endorsements, before you make anything else.
Right.
But it's the idea that you then read a script where you are clearly speaking on behalf of the concierge of a gambling site. That to me is, I just can't believe he didn't say to himself, wait a minute, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? This doesn't make any sense. Why am I being asked to do this one? Because there are many people who do cameos who go, yeah, I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one. I'm wondering, like, that sounds like someone's trying to humiliate somebody.
Sure.
It sounds like somebody's trying to do something. I'm not doing that one. It clearly speaks to, I'm calling you on behalf of your blah, blah, blah with the sports book and blah, blah, blah.
Here's
not right.
Here's my guess, and it's a guess. I'm not trying to defend anybody. It's just a guess. Bryce Harper lives in a world where we don't live in this world, right? He makes wealth and they're set for life. His children's children are set for life.
Which is why the strange that he's even doing
the cameo stuff. But he's set for life. But between baseball and all the advertisements that come with it. I would imagine that there are people, and I'm not even calling Bryce Harper, I'm saying people of that percentage of money that don't know struggles that other people deal with.
There's no question.
Including gambling, because he's literally not allowed to, at least for the sport of baseball. And maybe he did this video thinking, oh, okay, like, let me just leave this guy. He's a Phillies fan, and they mentioned the kid's name in the video. It's bleeped out in the article. Kid's a fan of mine. Like, I'm going to leave a message. And it might have just been innocent without even thinking about, could this guy be $1.5 million up, or could he be $1.5 million down? And
also, to the Mormon Church, which he also represents.
Yes.
All forms of gambling the Mormon Church is against. I'm just surprised that he goes, Yeah, I'm not doing that one. And anybody, though, who is blaming Bryce Harper and saying he's somehow responsible for what this man did, that's stupidity.
Yeah.
Personal responsibility comes into play, and this man was far into trouble, long before he ever got a cameo
Before Bryce
from Bryce
Harper's
Harper.
video, yeah.
So anybody blaming Bryce Harper
Yeah,
for
and
it,
I saw that yesterday.
you're being stupid.
Look, you could question why did Bryce do it, right?
No,
That's a legitimate question.
And I will question it, and I'll say Bryce has got to wise up.
But
there's no anybody saying, well, he didn't even know what he was doing. The only way you wouldn't know what you're doing is if you didn't even pay anything attention at all.
And maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
That's just crazy.
But the people, like, there are people online yesterday, especially this guy that was like posting a lot of the stuff from the article, was blaming Bryce and wants like baseball to investigate Bryce Harper.
That's
and
ridiculous.
it's like,
No, it's the same guy who does who's doing the Diana Rossini. He's becoming the new.
Oh no! Before
he's doing it too.
Whatever his name is, Tony something.
Farmer.
No, before
he's trying
him,
to do it.
the guy that like posted it is like, Bryce is in the wrong here. It's like,
no, he's not. No. He's in the wrong. He is in the wrong for doing that.
But
video.
he didn't fail this
But
guy's
he didn't
life.
Fail. No, he did not. He did not. Don't hold him in any way responsible for what this man did with his personal life.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That would be like saying the most interesting man in the world is responsible because somebody became a drunk.
Right.
That's stupid.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Don't do that. That's
By the way,
just dumb.
This sports book did not pay for this cameo because this guy bet $10.
But if you are
right, like, or then I'd get cameos, and I'm not getting cameos. This guy bet a lot of money, and they said, okay, let's reach out to him.
It's just his common sense should have intervened with Bryce Harper in this situation. It did not.
Yeah, Bryce's crime is ignorance. Whomst among us has not fallen to that. Now, when you're in a big position and you're going to catch a lot of flack nationally for stuff that you do, you should pay a little bit more attention.
He's gonna be asked about it by reporters.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be really interested to hear his response because it's the territory. I know you brought up his faith. Forget the faith for a second. The fact that he plays baseball. And we already know all the issues with the sports book and athletes. Now, you can endorse a sports book. Athletes can endorse sports. Draymond Green, DraftKings, right? Doesn't he endorse
They
DraftKings?
can endorse something of that, and certain sports can.
But
Other
I'm
sports
pretty sure
can't.
Draymond's commercials can't include basketball. I forget the fine line of it.
I think Ohtani has one.
No, that was just his. That was just
Yeah.
his. It was just his interpreter.
Was it Mbappe or
no, he
whatever his
plays
name?
for France.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's Ipe.
Ipe, Mbappe. I lose track.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, look.
Crazy
Bryce,
story.
Bryce
yesterday,
got to get
man.
it. Bryce honestly has to. You got to be more aware. You have to be more aware. But anybody blaming Bryce Harper for this man's problem?
No.
You sound ignorant.
This guy did it to himself.
Yes, ignorant.
And you feel bad for the family.
And I feel bad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, don't blame Bryce for that.
All right,
Bryce,
coming
come
up
on.
next.
You don't need the $8.95, Bryce. I think you're going to be able to pay next month's bills. Come on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he can.
Look,
Stop.
he didn't get that contract extension he wanted. So
That's why he's doing the home run derby for the extra change.
Yeah, he didn't get the new renewed contract, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, coming up next, we have today's headlines with Connor Thomas. We'll also sneak in another voice memo as you try to lure LeBron. That sounds weird. Maybe we should change the wording of it.
Like, what do you do?
Here,
little boy, we have candy.
97.5 The Fanatic.
The FIFA World Cup is entering its biggest matches, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market. And there's a great match you have later today, especially if you're just, I don't know, maybe a Team USA hater. Not hating on Team USA, but you want to have some of that anger, and you want revenge for Belgium knocking you out. They play today against Spain. Spain trading at a 73% chance to win that match over Belgium. So maybe you want to make that trade and throw $100 on it. Well, $100 trade on Spain as the winner would win you $132 if you're correct. We're getting down to where just the best nations are left, and that means you've got a chance for even tighter margins and better payouts. And on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position for a limited time. Download the Kalshi app, but make sure you use code FANATIC because you're going to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Andrew, John, Connor, Kincade and Salciunas, Philly Sports Talk, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic app.
Hey, guess what? It's a Friday with Fadul. Amy Fadul will be in studio
just saw
with us.
Fadul.
She was out there. By the way, shout out to Tristan Homan. Just sent a photo of LeBron James with all the founding fathers with the big wig and a Phila 23 jersey. So he will wear.
Do you like the Phila? I do not like the Phila. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite one.
No, I mean, you know me. I'm the 01 Sixers baby. You know,
you like the black one.
I love the jersey with the swoosh. I also like the blue version of it. That's the underrated color.
That one's not as bad. I don't mind that one as much.
It's nice. It's beautiful. All right, it's time now for. Oh wait, no. Let's do a voice memo first. Sorry, we're trying to give you a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener by you trying to lure LeBron James with the best voice memo of the day. We've had some good ones so far.
Trying to lure LeBron.
What do we got on the Davis Honda voice memo line, Connor?
We're going to the land of Salciunas. Tim and Sewell checks in.
Ladies and gentlemen, a 6'8" power forward from Akron, Ohio, playing for your Philadelphia 76ers, four-time NBA champion, LeBron James.
Hey, there's an opening.
There it is.
Just saying. By the way, if you're Matt Cord, all right, we might have to call him. If the Sixers sign LeBron James, I'm coming out of retirement. I'm doing the Brandon Graham gotcha, and I'm doing another. I would not miss if they sign LeBron James and they got Jaylen Brown. Wouldn't you want to do 1 year of that?
Yeah, dude.
I saw Zumoff recruiting for his class on Instagram at Temple. If I was Mark Zumoff, I'd say, you know what? Let's run it back.
Wait a minute. Kate's going to be a little pissed at you.
No, they can all work together.
What?
It's like the when on the Phillies radio broadcast when Fransky takes like an inning off, and back in the day it was Jim Jackson would do an inning or two.
I didn't even know that happened in the.
Oh yeah, dude.
That they do that because I know when Jim Jackson did it, didn't he do the middle innings or was it? I did the middle.
Yeah, just like how it used to be Harry and Andy Musser. You do Andy Musser would do a couple innings.
Yeah, Zoo gets the first and Kate gets the second. They just alternate quarters. Yeah, we could do that too. There's ways to make this work.
We can make this work. Get Tom McGinnis on the TV broadcast too. Let's just
everyone wants a piece of LeBron.
Let's get everybody involved. All right, it's time now for today's headlines with Connor Thomas.
Today's headlines with the Connor Thomas.
As brought to us by Lundy Law for over 70 years. Lundy Law has been fighting for injured people. If you need them, remember the name Lundy Law, your injury lawyers. Visit LundyLaw.com. That's LundyLaw.com. We talked about Bryce Harper announcing that he was going to be in the Home Run Derby via Instagram yesterday, but Don Mattingly might have made an accidental announcement. I'm not sure if you guys heard this, but he was asked about the Bryce Harper participation yesterday, and he might have spilled the beans a little bit.
I am, actually. I'm glad he's doing it, especially in Philly. Him and Kyle both, right? Not sure. Not sure on Kyle yet. Okay. I thought Kyle was going to do it.
He said him and Kyle both, right? In response to the Bryce Harper home run derby question. Sounds like there's a chance Schwarber could still be in it.
Well, there's definitely a chance. I mean, he's the National League leader. He's the Major League leader in home runs. Of course there's a chance. It's up to his back. It's whether or not he wants to participate.
It's ridiculous if they do this. That if he does this. And I love Kyle Schwarber, and I love it. It's about the Phillies, right?
Yes.
It's not about him doing this stupid home run derby.
Unless his back's
missed
fine.
games. He's missed games recently due to the back.
Just hit 2 home runs in this series.
No, but he's missed games recently tweaking the back. Don't do it. If he hurts his back in a game, fine. And by the way, there was a point brought up the other day. It's like, well, he does this during batting practice. Batting practice is not like the home run derby. If you watch batting practice, watch Kyle in batting practice. It is not like the home run derby. It doesn't resemble it at all. There is a completely different, the amount of swings, the amount of power, the amount of ferocity, what you're trying to do, it is completely
Well, he just swings the way that he swings. It's the amount of swings. That's
correct. And it's completely different.
Like,
I trust him to know.
I bet you he'd be fine in the first round of the home run derby. It's if he goes to the finals, how many swings could impact the back.
So just match him up with Pujols. He'll be out right away anyway.
He missed a 3-game series with the sniffles. I mean, I don't need this. I don't need this. I need this to be Kyle Schwarber being the guy that leads this Phillies team wherever they're going to be led. Not in an exhibition. Sorry.
Hey,
you got Harper in it.
he's got to add another thing to
Harper's
his
there.
Hall of Fame resume. What else
Of course
you
he
got?
does. All right, so you got to tell me if this is fair or foul. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson made an interesting move this offseason, going from the champion Knicks to the Boston Celtics. And there was a post on Instagram.
Dude, this is wild.
That Boston Sports Clips commented on and said, he better be great, otherwise he'll be remembered for missing 2 free throws against us. And Mitchell Robinson responded to that comment on this post saying, that's cool. Still sent that ass home. Remember that. Is it okay for a new member of a team to talk trash on their fan base for something they did with their old team?
Yes, if the fan is being an ass.
Yeah,
and that fan was being an ass.
It's just crazy. Like, way to. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know how I feel about it, actually.
The fan was being an ass.
Yes.
So he had every
Mr.
right
Robinson
to say
could stay offline.
the
like
fan was being.
we always
But the
say.
fan was being an ass, and so he is. So it's very much in line.
Now, we may have some fans who are asses around here in Philadelphia. I don't
we
think
do.
that's out of pocket to say. If Jaylen Brown was going back and forth with Sixers fans.
Did he go? Oh, whoa! Oh, I'm sorry. Did he go multiple times?
No, but I'm
Or
just
was
saying.
it one comment?
It was one comment.
Oh, that's fine.
But if
No
Jaylen
problem.
Brown makes that comment, you better believe there are going to be people in the city who'd be like, bro, what are you
what's
doing?
this all about?
Oh,
does
one
he
comment-
does he actually want to be here?
No, one
Blah,
comment with me.
blah.
No, one comment with me is fine. He's answering that specific comment.
Let's see if it is just one comment. Mitchell Robinson is an online guy, so it might not be one. I want like
If
look,
he did multiples, I'm against it.
Yeah.
If he does the zinger, I'm all for it.
All
all
right,
right,
fair
we'll
enough.
be on Mitchell Robinson's social media watch.
And by the
moving
way, if he
forward.
answered 7 or 8 of them, I'm not in support of it.
Got you.
Last thing for you here. France taking down Morocco 2-0 in your World Cup check-in from yesterday. And guess who scored again?
Due able to find Mbappe through traffic. Kylian Mbappe! 20 career World Cup goals! Gives France the lead in the quarterfinal.
We've had an insane World Cup. I want to know, do you guys have a rooting interest at this point with the USA out?
Never rooting for France.
No, I like to enjoy the matches. I was watching. I was at PJ Willihan's in Deptford, New Jersey yesterday, watching France and
Is
Morocco.
it
yesterday.
England still in it, right?
England's still in.
Okay, I might root for England.
Wow.
Okay. Well, we do have Kieran.
I might root for England.
Absolutely not.
Sam from England.
Why would you not root for England?
Mortal enemies.
Yeah, but we have some great
No.
listeners from across the pond.
No, France. Get rid of France. But, by the way, England's not a mortal enemy.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
No, they aren't. They're an ally.
They're the reason we just celebrated our 250th
I said,
birthday
but
because we had to
they're-
fight them for it.
They're actually a great ally.
I don't know. I look a side eye. I'm going Norway.
Where
I wanna
France,
see Holland
where
win
France
it.
literally wants to pee on you. Like France wants to pee on you.
Hey, what they do in their personal time is none of my business.
And as long as Canada's out.
Some people like golden showers.
They,
All right, coming
look at
up
you.
next.
You had to go there. That's why you get those text messages.
What text message? Oh, my flight to India that I've been.
Yeah, there it is.
They're still
That's what
calling. They're still
happens.
calling me.
That's
This
why you
is
get them.
3 weeks running now.
You should buy that flight.
Why not go?
I kind of want
You've
to.
always wanted to see India.
I do. I love their food, man. It's great.
Oof.
All right, coming up next, Amy Fadul will be in studio. She's
Not
already here.
Amy.
She's
She's
ready to
great.
go. So we get to get Amy's thoughts on LeBron James, and we will talk about it next. How likely the chances are that LeBron signs with the Sixers. We're
LeBron
having a lot of
James.
fun with it. How likely is it? We'll discuss that coming up next, and we'll get more of your voice memos. Best voice memo to try to get LeBron to Philly will win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener, man, many months from now. It's Kincade and Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Luzardo strikes out 11. I'm Connor Thomas, and the Phillies shut out the Reds 1-0 last night to take the series win in Cincinnati. Jesus Luzardo struck out 11 over 7 scoreless innings to lead the Phils to the victory. He talked after the game with the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast. He had a bit of a fiery exchange with the Cincinnati dugout at one point. He explained.
I get a little fiery sometimes, but nothing bad. I mean, I think it's just a heated competition. You know, both sides want to play well and do well. And I heard some things out of that dugout, and I give it right back. But, yeah, no hard feelings.
Was part of that fire is the reason why he's going to be one of the 6 Phillies representatives in the All-Star game next week. Speaking of All-Stars, it was officially announced yesterday. Bryce Harper will compete in the Home Run Derby. The Phils' final series before the break starts tonight in Detroit. Game 1's at 6:40 p.m. this evening. Aaron Nola versus Jack Flaherty. The Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlsson. Anaheim matched the offer sheet yesterday afternoon, keeping Carlsson with the Ducks, making him the highest-paid player in the NHL. As the Sixers await LeBron James' decision, they began Summer League action last night. They took down the Pistons 101-90 93 out in Vegas. LeBaron Fillon Jr. had 18 points and 7 assists in his pro debut. Amy Fadul joins the guys coming up next, and Dave McMenamin will check in with us at 9:40 for his take on LeBron James sweepstakes. I'm Connor Thomas on the home of the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Coming up at 10, Middays with Marks. Now more of Kincade and Salciunas.
97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, it is 8 a.m. here on Kincade and Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic. And on this Friday morning, that means we're joined in studio by the great
That's
Amy
me.
Fadul. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, everyone.
How are you?
I'm
Hello,
well.
everyone.
I'm well. It's good to see you all.
Hello,
It is
Amy.
great to see you. It has been very fun this week. We missed you on Tuesday.
I missed you Tuesday.
As you can imagine, a lot of the week has been about speculation and
Can you imagine
It's like
that,
the number
Amy?
one thing I'm asked when I'm out. It's the number one
percentages
thing.
and all
What do you
that
actually
kind of
think?
stuff.
Like, what do you actually think?
Even on
walk into
Bert's Huddle, I bet you're asked
Oh,
about that.
Barrett and I talk about it. We'll
I
start the
guarantee
show.
You probably care more about LeBron than the seventh most important Eagle heading
Hey,
into
we go.
2026. Even though I do love those breakdowns. All right, but so let's talk about the likelihood of it here. Okay, so one of our topics this morning is, well, it's not really a topic. It's your chance to try to win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener by leaving the best voice memo to try to land LeBron James. Because here's Shams Charania on ESPN yesterday talking about in the 2026 way of trying to sign a free agent.
One interesting wrinkle that has occurred in the last several days is some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia, some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision.
Here's why ours is more powerful. Rich Paul's text line is not sponsored by Davis Honda
Correct.
of Burlington. Ours is. We have a sponsor on our text line and our
Even more
voice memo
reason
line.
for LeBron to come here. Even more reason. I love it. It's just.
It's 2026. I mean, that's probably going to be a new practice moving forward, I would imagine. I mean, look, players call each other all the time trying to recruit them.
All the time. And you're seeing some players say it like out loud, like, hey, why should LeBron come here? Why should LeBron come here? And also, hilarious. Minnesota, stop that.
I knew Denver wasn't going to happen. That's now off the table.
Yeah, I think the three are the they're all in the East, which I don't think it's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I know Golden State has been out there. It's not 2019. It's 2026. So I don't know that Golden State is as big a draw. I think a lot of people thought Golden State when they saw that Draymond was going to opted out to restructure, and they thought, well, that could be to make money for LeBron. It's probably to make money for other people. Room for that.
Anthony Davis is a name that's been talked about a lot.
Sure.
Because they still think it's going to work.
Well, the thing is that the Anthony Davis thing was because they thought that would help get LeBron, because LeBron would like to play with Anthony Davis.
He does enjoy playing with him when he's out there on the court, which is very
that's a nice little disclaimer.
Very important
there.
thing.
You know that all too well here.
Yes, we
Very
use that term
important.
here. You use that term 82 nights a year.
Exactly.
Well,
So is he going to be here? So I think that there's, the Golden State one is a pipe dream just because people would love to see. You would love to see Steph
As a
Curry.
basketball fan?
Yeah, right? Who doesn't want to see Steph Curry and LeBron? We loved it for the Olympics. But I think realistically, it's the Cavaliers, it's the Sixers, and for some reason the Heat. And there's the draw of an organization that he knows well, a coach that he knows well, a successful organization.
And
it's in Miami.
It's in Miami. And Adam Schefter was on with us earlier this week. And it's so funny. I was joking around, Amy, going into the break before we have Shefty on. I'm like, all right, I'm going to ask Adam Schefter about LeBron because I have to. And so that was the first question. Screw the Eagles, right? It was like first thing I was like, yo,
We'll
Shefty,
get to that,
what are you hearing about LeBron? He was ready. Boom.
Yeah.
I actually talked to somebody that thinks it's going to be Miami, and one of the reasons why he brought that up, he's now obsessed with golf.
See, that's our pitch here. Sean said the same thing. He was like, he loves golf. There's not a better place right now in America.
Now, in July, but in December and January
He's
and
busy.
February.
He's on the road.
But the thing is, he's working then, so that's not a problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, to me, that's not.
I thought he would play
That's
golf
not
on his off
like
day.
to me. The fact that I didn't play golf for 5 months is different. He's working.
He'll find a place.
He'll play on the road.
He'll find a place to play golf. Here
Yeah. Okay. Aradamik, step up. Marion, step up.
No,
Philly
he's-
Cricket Club, step up.
By the
Let's
way,
go.
Walnut Lane, step up.
Yes.
Come to play. Okay.
FDRs, that's still
Listen,
open.
Cobb's
I
Creek
don't
will be,
think so.
no, it's not.
Cobb's Creek could be
Cobb's
open,
Creek
right?
should be open.
We'll be open by then, right?
Go. Beautiful.
There you go.
Yeah, the golf thing is actually funny because that's been discussed amongst obviously.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's his
Why
big
not?
it's his big thing.
Why
man.
not? I
loves
think it's
golf now.
awesome.
All right, so let's talk about the likelihood. Before we start playing more voice memos about trying to get LeBron James here, as I want it to happen so bad because A, I want it for the Sixers because they will be better with him. B, man, could you imagine the year of content with LeBron James on the Sixers?
Look.
Yeah.
I mean,
she does post game.
Yeah, like
her life becomes.
it's
easy.
already improved.
yeah, with
Jaylen
Jaylen Brown, like
Well,
this
look at the roster they got.
Nice,
yeah,
yes.
like
You
it
know,
would be
she's feeling
it'd be
it.
really fun. Now let's talk about the likelihood of it.
Yeah.
It pains me to say it. I don't think the Sixers are number one. I'm not saying the Sixers don't have a chance. Sixers have a legitimate chance because if it truly is about winning, it's
Correct.
here.
It's the best of those three.
But if LeBron James says, if he does another decision episode, right?
Which he said he would never
Yeah,
do
I think
again.
that he realized.
If he did whatever to make the decision and it says, hey, I'm going back to where it all started, like I'm not gonna be
Right.
angry.
It's hard to
Like,
fault him for that.
And
Finish his career out.
Nobody's going to have a
That would
problem
be-
with that,
yeah.
right?
and I just feel like that's what it's gonna be.
I think everybody thinks that just because of that, the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
My counter to him, like, you've already done that. You've already gone back to the land. You've already won them a championship. Oh, and by the way, one of the guys that was in the front office that wooed you back, he's here now.
Yeah.
So he's building something. You want to win a championship. You want to, like, at least think about the finals. This is where it's at.
Philadelphia, I'm going to say right now, Philadelphia is the strongest case. They have, in terms of
Basketball-wise, it makes
basketball,
a
winning
lot
a
of
championship,
sense.
major market, like it is.
Correct.
Philadelphia, I think, has the strongest case if it's basketball. But I don't know if it's going to be basketball.
You just wonder how much that draw of going back to Ohio is going to be for him, considering he's done it once. I don't know. I mean, I know it obviously was enough to pull him back there again. And at that time, he also recruited other players there, and it worked out well. I think at some point he has to think about getting another ring. I think his mind, he wants that. I think that's why he stayed in L.A.
Right.
Personally.
Which, by the way, speaking of L.A., the whole going home thing, let's all go around the room. Do you think when LeBron James officially retires, he's going to reside in Ohio?
No, he's going to keep his residence.
No, he'll keep his
because he has kept that estate that
but
he has.
Where's he going to live more?
He's not
L.A. or Ohio?
L.A.
Who knows? Maybe he'll live in
L.A.
Florida.
Maybe he'll live in Philadelphia,
Well, maybe we'll live in
where
Philadelphia.
he finishes his career.
I'm just going to guess it's not Ohio.
no
So the whole
sales
going
tax
home
here,
thing,
so-
like
He's not going to live. He's not
Every
going to live
golf item you buy here, LeBron, sales tax doesn't exist.
He's not
Come
gonna,
on through.
He's gonna. He's
Right?
not
You
going to
golf
retire
shoes?
here.
Got you.
We
You
could
know that new Peter Millar? All right.
That's nice.
$79.99.
we
Give you
could do
$80 and give you a penny
LeBron
back.
Callaways.
Perfect. Hey,
See that?
Makefield putters that are made in Ben Salem.
There
Perfect.
you go. The LeBron.
The
They-
LeBron
they-
of
they-
the new putter.
Okay, Amy's in on this.
All the local.
Amy's in on this sales pitch.
It's got his
All the
logo on it.
Amy
right, with the
is
king?
in on
Yeah.
this sales pitch.
You
I
can
need
get it right there.
Amy's. I need Amy's voicemail.
Yeah, what's your plea to LeBron?
It's a lot of just the golf is actually in there because I thought about this as I was driving in. It's so funny that you said that thing about Shefty. But I do, for me, my plea to LeBron is my appeal to LeBron is it makes too much basketball sense. You know how good it is to play with some of these guys. You have a relationship with them. You've played with them,
Won gold medals with one.
right? He knows. He's a big fan of half this team,
Yeah.
half the starting roster. He's a big fan of. And I know he thinks a lot of VJ Edgecombe as well, which is wild because VJ Edgecombe is he's like the rest of us when he meets LeBron. He's just starry-eyed. But they exchange jerseys. He wants to get in on the summer workouts at some point. We know that he has a real good relationship with Tyrese Maxey, and not just because of Clutch Sports, but
Right.
that is the workouts. They both are in the gym at 5 a.m. type of guys. I just think that the draw here and having a coach and I think a coach is very important. When the draw to Miami is going to be Spoelstra. It's not going to be Giannis. I mean, it is going to be Giannis too, but
Sure.
the draw is Spoelstra because he knows him and because he knows he's a good coach. LeBron has always really had a tendency to go after coaches and bring in coaches that he really responds to. If you look at the history of him being
JJ Redick was a great call.
you know what I mean? Like it's just it's a big deal for him.
Right.
Coaches are a big deal.
It is.
And you look at all the stops that he's had and all the different coaches that have come through. He's always been a part of the coach coming in, almost always, I should say. So I think that Nick Nurse is a draw. Nick Nurse has a great reputation. Nick Nurse has a reputation of being able to make a lot of different things kind of work, the mad scientist type of vibe. Of course, mad scientists, when it works, it's great. If it doesn't, it blows up. But I think that we'll take our chances because I hear that a lot from people like, how's he going to fit in? Okay.
Yeah.
He's LeBron.
It's gonna work.
He's a great passer.
Well, they're going to find a way to make it.
But he's
He's
it's
point
kind of like
forward.
when, exactly.
He's your point guard. LeBron James steps in. He's your point guard.
Anybody, because I think everybody thinks about the ball usage, right? Like who Jaylen Brown needs the ball in his hands. Tyrese Maxey needs the ball in his hands. But Tyrese Maxey, does he need the ball in his hands? Or
Nope.
is he better off the ball? Oh, wait. He
Last
is
year
a
he
little
shot
bit
40% from three was when James Harden was the point guard
exactly
of the team.
off the ball.
That was 3 years ago.
Can create.
That was. Yeah, it was 3
Yeah,
Think about
3 years
that.
ago was the last time he shot over 40% from three.
Because he was
had
off
a
the ball.
point guard.
A
That is
true
correct.
point guard that can run the court. So then you're thinking, all right, well, if he's off the ball, where do you put VJ Edgecombe? You figure it out. I mean, I feel like you can have LeBron in there as that point forward. He'll be the ball handler. And then when he needs to cut to and he's dishing it out, then he turns into the forward role. VJ Edgecombe take over that guard role. Tyrese Maxey can take over that guard role. I just think it could work so well.
Yeah.
And the fact that LeBron has done such a great job of, I want to say elevating his game. It's hard to say, but the guy's one of the greatest players of all time.
He's redeveloped
Right?
his game.
But
yeah.
like the passing aspect is something really important. And I know that there's the turnover. I don't care if LeBron has 6 turnovers a game. If he's giving me 10 assists, 20 points, and 7 rebounds, I don't care because everybody else, it's because his usage rate was so high last year. It won't have to be that high. He doesn't have to be the guy that plays 38 minutes.
Did you see how many times he shot the ball last year?
Had to.
But no, it was shocking.
That was my first response,
He
too.
didn't shoot as much as I thought. He
There
shot
were some
15
games-
times a game.
Yeah, but you should look at some of the games when Luka was in and
That's
Luka was
when he
out.
was going out.
Right.
Yeah.
When he was, because it's going to be skewed towards the end of the season when Luka was out. Then he was like, all right, it was just him. And there were times where also Reeves was also out, so he really had a high usage rate.
To me, I think LeBron's game, I'm impressed with what he accomplished last year.
You can't not be. If you put it in a vacuum and take away all the other stuff, you'd say, you look at his numbers and think, that's a pretty good year. You got your team to where they were. Everybody was in and out of the lineup.
And it was constant mess.
He was the constant. And then you add in the fact that he's 41 years of age, and he's the one playing the most minutes.
Yeah.
Or most games, I should say.
I'm sure he hasn't slowed down.
He hasn't. And of course, like people are like, well, he'll eventually. Sure.
Oh, eventually?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll wait for that to
I'll
happen.
take 75% LeBron
Yeah,
James.
exactly.
I'll
Yes.
take 75% LeBron.
I've been open to taking 75% Joel Embiid. That means he's on the court.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm
75% of those guys.
I'm gonna be fine.
I'm used to the percentage game around these
75% of
parts.
Tell me
LeBron is
LeBron
100%
James.
better than.
I'm getting what of LeBron James?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'll
It's.
take it.
I just think it makes so much basketball sense. The level of play, the level, and then when you look at what how the East is. I think there's an appeal for him to come to the East. Period. I think that the style of play with the wing play, I think appeals to him. Listen, he's a hard-nosed player. He is a gritty player. We always talk like, would Jordan enjoy this NBA? Would LeBron enjoy that NBA? Right? Because they're two different NBAs.
Right.
One's more physical. I think LeBron would have been absolutely A-OK fine. He's a physical player. Jordan would have loved it, but he enjoyed the physicality, and I think he would have gotten frustrated with the foul calls. Because he would have been like, that's not a foul. Because it wasn't a foul.
It wasn't.
It's still not a foul, but it's
It's
called
a different
all the time.
era.
But it's a different era. So I think for me, it makes so much basketball sense. I think that there's the pull of it's a wonderful place to be here in Philadelphia. And I know we're all feeling it because of the semi-quincentennial. We're feeling the love, and I feel like it's just. Don't you want to get in on this?
I've already.
Don't you want to get in on the love?
I've already spoken for the city of Philadelphia. If he signs here,
Sherelle Parker is going to send over some cops.
We are going to open up the case for the Declaration of Independence and allow LeBron James to sign it.
Yes, perfect. He can ring the Liberty Bell.
You two are both going to be part of this. When this happens, you're both going to be arrested.
No.
Am I going to have to bail you
not,
out?
Not when the city backs it up, because
I don't think Sherelle's.
Everyone will bail us out.
I don't think Sherelle's going to be part of this.
He can ring the Liberty Bell. He can sign the Declaration of Independence.
I'm just saying,
he can climb to the top of Billy Penn and put a Sixers
do whatever he
jersey on
wants.
him.
Yeah.
Well, that should be done. That should
Spider-Man.
He can do whatever the hell he wants.
That should be done.
If he comes here. All right, give us a voice memo, Connor, on the Davis Honda text line. We're doing the Davis Honda voice memo line today. Best voice memo will win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener, hopefully including LeBron James in Philadelphia. Voice memos are how they're getting the attention of LeBron James from organizations. Why not here on the Fanatic? What do we got?
Steve in Morrisville is next up.
Sorry, John, or should I say negative, John. You couldn't be more wrong. The window was pretty much closed after last season. I was willing to listen to 4 to 5 first-round picks for Maxey if you could get that done. Jaylen Brown opens that window wide open. I say for this year and for like the next 3 years, makes it more of a destination. Yeah, I know, we have to worry about Joel.
I'm confused.
What is he talking about?
I'm really confused by that one. What were
Yeah.
you?
What am I negative about?
What were you wrong about?
Did you
What am I wrong
not
about?
want
I don't know.
Jaylen Brown?
I love Jaylen Brown being here.
So he was talking about 4 to 5 picks for
Maxey.
What's
to
he
go
talking
somewhere?
about?
Yeah.
Giannis?
Maybe that was an incorrect voice memo.
Yeah, let's move on to Dan in
was
North
stupid.
Jersey here.
That was stupid.
I'm
I'm
confused.
gonna say something. That guy didn't win. Sorry.
He doesn't win. Yeah, he didn't listen.
Let's try another one.
Dan in North Jersey.
My lord, my liege, my everything, King James, 1,000 pardons. I doth beseech you, please come to the home of the United States of America, the birthplace of freedom, on the 250th anniversary of our nation's birth. Come home and give this city what it has always longed for. A city of champions.
All right.
That's great.
That's
Okay,
pretty
that's
darn
Use
good.
words like
leader in the
beseech.
clubhouse.
Yeah, leader.
By a
great.
mile.
And Connor, when he did his plea earlier, he did the Game of Thrones bet underneath it,
Oh.
but he didn't have an accent. And
That
I
is
said, "You are
fantastic.
missing an
Accent.
accent."
Okay,
so
I'm missing-
that guy listened earlier.
Doth and beseech.
Are you British? Now, I was just
Oh,
kind
you
of
got a
confused.
little Cockney in there?
I think so. That's all I got.
I also heard a little Stewie Griffin at one point.
Yes, that's what I did too.
Yeah,
I
there
thought
was a little,
I thought it was Stewie.
which I appreciate.
His accent
I love
changed like
Stewie.
5 different
That's good
ways.
stuff.
But that effort is what I'm looking for. And honestly, if I'm LeBron James, I'd say I'm
I'm
signing
thinking
today.
about it. I'm thinking about it. You're leaning into the whole like Philly is.
I love the.
I love it here.
Okay, I
You should
couldn't-
come join us.
I couldn't understand anybody that doesn't want him here.
Yeah.
I can't
I
understand
feel
the
like
argument.
people. It's funny because
Talking about you
there's
2
people
on
who are
5J
like,
Philly.
I don't know that I want him, and you ask them why. It's like, well, is he going to fit in, or is it going to? I was like, I'm sorry, you're worrying about like problems of like maybe VJ Edgecombe won't get the ball as much, or Tyrese Maxey won't get the ball as much. I don't understand how you're thinking ahead that far, and I appreciate that, but you're thinking about one of the greatest players of all time suiting up for the Sixers and thinking that you're not going to be able to figure it. This isn't the Al Horford situation.
No.
Right. And the career, by the way, I think VJ Edgecombe and even
They're all going
Tyrese
to
Maxey,
benefit from playing with LeBron.
5 years from now, they will talk about the 1 or 2 years they played with LeBron.
Think about like Tyrese Maxey still talks about how well he became
Harden.
a guard with Harden.
Correct.
Harden.
This will be a great thing. But I apologized the other day because I truly believe it was that it's my generation. It's people in my generation that
Really?
are the ones that are anti-LeBron.
Why?
Because they feel that they are betraying Jordan.
The charge of Jordan.
And I am a Jordan guy. But I look at Jordan and LeBron as like neck and neck. And you don't have to besmirch LeBron to be a Jordan guy.
Yeah.
Like it's
Coach
ridiculous
always
to me.
says that because we always have every now and again we'll have the conversation. Mark Jackson and I are firmly in the LBJ. And it surprises people that Mark Jackson is in that because he's not, he's in his 50s, that he's not a Jordan guy. But and I asked Coach, who has obviously seen everybody from Wilt on down.
Yes.
He's like, you can have one and the other. Like, you don't have to choose. He's like, Jordan was this thorn in my side for decades. Best player I ever saw. He goes, and then I saw LeBron at Summer League and thought, my God, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
Like he
Right,
said,
I mean,
you can
it's
have
okay.
both because Coach will never pick. But it is funny. Do you guys ever play 82-0? Anybody? play
Yes.
82?
Love that game.
Have you ever noticed there's only one player of all the thousands of players you
Wilt.
can choose from that plays you can put in any position?
LeBron James.
LeBron. Yeah.
He's the only one you can put in any position.
Yeah.
There's guys you can put in 2 positions, sometimes 3, never 5.
Yeah. LeBron can play all 5 because he legitimately
Has played all 5.
It would be this city would go nuts. It'd be the most wonderful thing.
Listen, we got guys doing voice memos on their way to
I
work.
love that. By
They're
the way, that voice
beseeching.
memo.
They're beseeching.
That was great. That was part
All
of
right,
it.
best voice memo. That's the leader in the clubhouse. Will win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener that could include LeBron James. All right, coming up next, we'll take one quick break from Sixers talk for the day because the latest executive coaches scout poll came out this morning, Johnny. Tight ends.
Oh.
Is Dallas Goedert a top 10 tight end in the NFL?
After the last couple of years, he should be right.
We'll tell you where, if at all, Goddard fell. And, of course, we'll get more of your voice memos as well. It's Kincade and Salciunas here on 97.5 The Fanatic. All right, let's talk about the FanDuel Sportsbook app. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel's partnership with Valley Forge is changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. That's probably a normal day. Like if you're watching MLS soccer, like that might happen. Your bet's just over. Well, FanDuel's saying, look, this is a big event. It's the biggest soccer event every 4 years, the World Cup. We want your bet to continue. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. Whoever enters the pitch for the player exiting, that bet stays alive with that player. So you'll be in it till the final whistle. And for some of us who aren't the biggest soccer fans out there and are an expert every 4 years like me, that's a fun bet for me because then I know that my money is still alive. Just visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. That's FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. You got to be 21 plus, present in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now, on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Luzardo shuts down Cincinnati. I'm Connor Thomas. This update is brought to you by Corona. Your shot at Home Run Derby and MLB All-Star Game tickets starts with Corona and 97.5 The Fanatic. Join us All-Star Weekend at City Tap House, Morgan's Pier, and Tailgate Sports Bar. Learn more at 975thefanatic.com. Must be 21 plus. Presented by Corona. The Phillies shut out the Reds 1-0 last night to take the series win in Cincinnati. Jesus Luzardo dominant over 7 innings. Scoreless, striking out 11, leading to the Phils win. He talked after the game with the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast about his sweeper and how effective it was.
I just think, getting in the zone a good amount and then getting it out of the zone when we want to, and just finding that, steady balance and good mix. I think JT does a great job back there, and we do a great job of game planning as well.
He'll be one of the 6 Phillies representing the team in the All-Star game next week. Speaking of All-Stars, it was officially announced yesterday. Bryce Harper will compete in the Home Run Derby. The Phils' final series ahead of the All-Star break starts tonight in Detroit. Game 1's at 6:40 p.m. this evening. Aaron Nola versus Jack Flaherty. Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlsson. Anaheim matched the offer sheet yesterday afternoon, keeping him with the Ducks. The Sixers are still waiting for LeBron James' decision. They took down the Pistons in Summer League action 101-93 last night. LeBaron Philon Jr., 18.7 assists in his debut. Amy Fadul stays with us for the rest of the show. Dave McMenamin joins us at 9:40. This update's also brought to you by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Connor Thomas on the home of the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Kincade Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, we'll tell you where Dallas Goedert ranked among tight ends in the National Football League here in a moment as Jeremy Fowler's list of coaches, executives, and scouts that break down the top 10 by position, every single player. We'll give you that for tight ends here in a moment. But one thing we've not mentioned yet today, I know Connor's been mentioning it in his updates this morning. And again, there's a reason why I waited till this long because, it's Summer League. But very nice showing for LeBron Philon Jr. last night in his first dose of Summer League action. 18 points. How many assists did he have yesterday?
7.
7 dimes. He shot the ball from 3 really well. It's against other guys that are first-round picks, second-round picks, or guys that won't make an NBA roster, but
or guys that are trying to make.
Guys that are trying, but it shows you that the Sixers got one of quality of those guys that were available to be drafted and everything like that.
Yeah, he had a step-back 3 yesterday, created his own shot. You need this stuff off the bench. You need scoring off the bench, and that's why when people freaked out when they selected another guard, what were they missing last year after they traded Jared McCain?
Backup ball handler.
Yeah.
Bench scoring.
From
the
the
guard
Wouldn't that have been
position.
good? Wouldn't that have been good to have somebody like that?
It wouldn't have won you a Knicks series.
No,
but it would have been
no.
a lot more fun during the
I think you could have potentially won a game.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten swept,
Game
maybe.
2.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
right.
You would have won game 2 because
Yes.
Tyrese Maxey didn't have to play 47
Yes.
minutes.
So it was a good sign.
The war of attrition on him, on Maxey.
Well, over the course of a year,
Oh,
too.
my
I mean, it's
gosh.
good. Having Philon and having Anthony Simons, this is even with or without LeBron James. Like, having these guys is it's going to be big.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what else, too, was great? Because, not only did he show off how shifty he is, getting to the rim, he's quick, but he had that one leg that, the back rim and rolled in. Then he's in the guy's face a little bit after. When was the last time that you saw a Sixers player, really chirping somebody? I know you could get
Kelly
teed up
Oubre.
for that. Yeah, Kelly will do it. But,
Joel Embiid literally does
tries.
hip thrusts.
Right, but and I think Jaylen Brown will bring more of this. Maybe this doesn't matter at all, but I like a guy that's going to get in somebody's face a little bit when they score. I think the Sixers needed
I
another
do,
dude.
as long as it's not LeBaron Philon in his rookie year. I don't think that's maybe what you want to do.
Get associated first, and then
I like that mentality, though.
But Tyrese Maxey will talk noise.
Yeah, but he's smiling when he does it. Maybe this is all just optics
listen,
to me.
BG talks the best trash ever.
And
He
he's
does it smiling.
And he's smiling when he does it.
Totally
and it's
fair.
trash.
All right. I'll do it the same way I did it yesterday. Amy, so Jeremy Fowler does the top 10 list,
Yes.
coaches, executive scouts. Over 70 of them participate, and they break down position by position. Monday will be quarterbacks. Can't wait for it.
He's not-
We're already.
It's like diet
we already
Right.
said
I enjoyed.
Monday
I saw
morning
this
we
list
know.
for the corners, and I was like, the Eagles have 2.
Saquon was third for running backs. You had 2 top 10 corners. You had 2 top 10 defensive tackles. Of
course. How about that?
Jalen Carter was 3. Jordan Davis was 10.
Yep.
Edge rusher was the only position where they didn't have anything. They didn't have a top 10. They didn't have an honorable mention. They didn't have a also receive votes.
Yeah, which is
And-
why they addressed that.
Yes. So tight ends, there are 22 of them on this. The top 10, the honorable mentions, which there were 5 of them, and then the also receiving votes. So there was 22 total tight ends that were voted on across league circles. Where do you guys believe Dallas Goedert landed?
8.
10.
7.
You're going to tell us honorable mention, aren't you?
Not
Don't
even.
piss me off.
Not even.
No.
What?
Also receiving votes?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
See, the reason I went 10 because I thought when people think about the best tight ends, there's all, especially the coaches, there's all these flashy names that are out there, and there's some really good
There's
names.
some really good ones.
Right? And so I was like, all right, well, not top 5. You just take them out of there because it's
Right,
just
right,
not
right.
going to one of those immediate names.
19th.
Okay,
19th
that's
out of
stupid.
22?
I'm shocked.
That's
dude.
stupid. Could
That's
we go the little exercise, and it's going to seem tedious to you, but go from
order.
18. Go from 18.
Oh, go from 1.
No, go from 18.
Oh,
'Cause
okay, I got
go
you.
from 18,
All right, hold on, let me scroll,
and we'll
scroll,
see
scroll,
if it's
scroll.
what is ridiculous.
All right.
he was the most productive.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh!
So I'll tell you right now,
touchdowns.
he's better than 18. 18 is Dalton Schultz.
Oh my
Stop
gosh,
it,
he's
that's
better than Schultz.
embarrassing.
Stop it!
I like Dalton Schultz.
Listen, if
I like
someone in
Schultz.
Much
fantasy
better than
football,
Dalton Schultz.
if you took Dalton Schultz over Dallas Goedert, people are going to roast you.
Yeah.
you're going to get
That's
roasted.
how you're going to roast
Yeah,
you.
Go
that's
on.
fantasy football.
17.
Well, that's what That's a good tight end.
17, I like him, but he's been a number 2.
17.
Isaiah Likely.
He's better than Likely. What are we doing here?
I don't understand what's
what
happening.
are we doing?
I'm interested to see how he looks in New York.
What
but,
about
like,
16?
Yeah, that's maybe on like
TJ Hawkinson whenever he can play.
TJ Hawkinson, no, you can't.
Injured.
count
Now I know
injured.
so is Dallas Goddard all.
Not last year.
No,
But
not
last
last
year.
year.
If this based on last year, not last year.
Go on.
Yeah, it's crazy. So now we're in the honorable mentions. Harold Fannin Jr., who's a really good player.
I like Fannin.
And I'll be interested to see how his
But
career
Dallas
progresses.
Goddard's is
He's as good as him.
Yes. Jake Ferguson is really
I
good
like Jake Ferguson.
with the Dallas Cowboys.
I like Ferguson.
So to your point,
All
there's
the
a lot
tight
of
ends
great
are
tight
always-
ends.
I like Ferguson.
tight ends are always
At
good.
Dallas, oh, yeah.
Is there any better than Ferguson as we get down?
Cole Kmet with the Bears?
I'm wishy-washy on him.
I'd say wash. That's a wash.
Yeah. Pat Fryermuth?
What are we doing there?
Fryermuth,
That's
I'm not,
only because there's no one else to catch the ball.
Yes.
but I'm not in on Fryermuth being
No.
better than him.
Absolutely not.
Dalton Kincade, who's been a disappointment
No.
in Buffalo. When they got him
No. Everybody thought he was going to be
I think
the next like big
So
tight end.
with Josh Allen,
right?
No,
Oh,
he's
it's going to
been.
be.
I think-
they thought it was going to be Mahomes and Kelsey, and it is not.
I think
been a
Dallas
disappointment.
Goddard would be every single bit of what Kincaid's been for Buffalo. Every single bit, if not more.
Yeah.
Fryermuth.
If he was
That's
playing
really
with Josh
high for
Allen
him.
Yeah.
in that offense, that's ridiculous.
And so now we're in the top 10. 10 is the recently married Travis Kelsey.
Yes. Travis Kelce gets the nod.
Sure, but
He gets the nod.
You know.
Come on.
Where he is now, though?
yes, he gets
Yeah.
the nod.
Yeah.
Mark Andrews,
Yes.
I like him a lot. It's just,
Andrews gets
you know,
the nod. I don't think a GM is taking.
I think a lot of this is how they're also utilized, which
Right.
is why
Could
the
be.
Dallas
Could be.
Goddard should have gotten a higher clip.
Now,
All right.
now this one's nuts at 8. And again,
Who is
Kirk Cousins got him paid with 4 weeks of.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Kyle
this is,
Pitts.
Kyle
this
Pitts.
is ridiculous.
The fact that Kyle Pitts got that extension.
That's absurd.
because of
that's-
Kirk Cousins. Because Kirk Cousins threw to him.
It's the that's what I mean. Like it's I think it's the
I'd put-
recency of like what you saw.
I'd put Kirk Cousins like I mean I'd put Kyle Pitts like 14th.
yeah.
Like if you're talking these names,
He's been
and I
to
don't
me, as
think
a
he's
whole,
been, and
a
he hasn't been better
disappointment.
than Dallas.
You know
No.
who he is? Kyle Pitts is Justin Herbert. It's the prototype. It's
Yeah,
the
you want him to be that
he
guy.
hasn't been better than Dallas Goddard, and he's
No.
gonna
He hasn't been better than half the guys
he's
on
gonna-
that list they already named.
He's gonna really enjoy having to hear me all the time.
Yeah.
That's gonna really go over well.
Number 7, Colston Loveland, who he was a
Loveland.
rookie last year.
Loveland's a hell of a talent.
No, he is.
Hell of a talent.
It's also why I don't know how Cole Kmet was ahead of Dallas Goddard.
Go
Because
on.
again, Colston Loveland's the best tight end on that team. Tucker Kraft at 6. That's fine.
Yeah, you're taking crap.
Tyler Warren,
Yeah,
5.
yeah,
yeah, the
That's
top
like,
5 are
These
gonna
guys
be.
are all
Yeah.
Okay,
Sam
then that's it, then
Laporta,
that's it. Yeah,
George
yeah, yeah,
Kittle,
yeah, yeah,
Trey
yeah,
Tell me he's not
McBride,
like
Brock
12
Bowers.
or
Okay.
11 or 10.
19th?
No, he should be like Amy just had the right number there. Like 12, 13?
I just don't understand.
Connor, 12, 13?
Pat Fryermuth.
Who? Dallas? I'd have him higher than that.
Really?
I think 10 to 12 would have been a little bit more realistic.
Yeah, 19th out of 22 is wild.
That's so
Pat
stupid.
Fryermuth.
Also, Goddard did this in an offense with an incompetent offensive coordinator, with a
Correct.
quarterback that's going to be ranked lowly when we get to the quarterbacks list.
Yeah, you know. Oh, dude,
And maybe
you
that's,
know that's coming.
And that's probably
man.
one of the reasons. But the thing is, a lot of those guys that you named on that list that were higher than him are because they were utilized more, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts basically got paid because there's a quarterback that showed up and said, "Oh, I'll throw to you."
Yeah.
And that the only reason Fryermuth's on there is because he is that offense. There's no one else that they throw to because everybody else drops the ball. I just don't understand. He was utilized probably the best he's been utilized in 3 years here.
Yes, because
Because they had to.
to
because
credit
the-
Kevin Patullo.
Exactly.
To credit Kevin Patullo, he's the only coordinator that figured out a way to use Dallas Goddard in the red zone.
Yeah. Well, and I think this offense going forward, because the tight ends are so
That offends
prominent
me.
in it.
This offends me. Like, this really does. This offends me.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle Pitts,
19.
166
Kyle Pitts?
yards.
That's a joke.
No,
12,
Pat Fryermuth.
11
Stop it.
catches,
I like-
166
listen,
yards.
he's a
And
great.
you like him.
I like Pat
You're
Fryermuth.
not right, exactly. But
if you're looking at like who would you rather have, is it because he's bigger?
you know what, though?
Yeah, I don't
As
know.
we're saying this doing
I
this
don't.
show,
This is very confusing. They should
Dallas-
put like the reasons why.
Dallas Goddard
confused.
has for 2 years in a row been available to pretty much every team in the NFL.
And nobody picked him up.
So it's we have the differing opinion to the rest of the NFL.
True.
Which doesn't make sense to me. It really does not make sense.
Because we
to me.
see him all the time, and you see what the offense and how stymied the offense was, and he still was able to get something going.
Yeah.
He still scored touchdowns in an offense that knew not how to offense.
So this is the first list where we're like,
Didn't know how to do it.
whoa, what happened.
It didn't
That's
know
good
how to-
analysis
yeah,
on
thank
your part, Amy.
It didn't know how to
An
offense.
offense that didn't know how to offense.
It didn't.
All right.
Very good, Amy.
Here's maybe the most important moment of the segment.
Okay.
We talked about the Schmitter returning.
Yes.
I can't wait for it. Do you know everything that's on it?
I do not. No, I don't know everything.
Do you guys want to try?
No.
First, all right. What kind of roll?
Kaiser?
Kaiser roll is
gotta be a
correct.
They got the bar sauce on there or whatever.
The
There's
special
definitely sauce.
sauce is on there.
Special
yes.
sauce, which is a knockoff of the.
Hey, bite your
It's
tongue.
delicious.
It's delicious.
It's delicious, but it's a knockoff.
All right, come on. What else is on a sandwich?
Meat of some sort.
It's got ham.
It's got two kinds of
Not
meat, though.
ham.
Cheese.
No ham?
Cheese. Thank you.
Wait,
Got
it's got no
sauce,
ham?
though, right?
No ham. It's got the sauce.
Yeah,
it
it's
goes
got a-
Kaiser roll, cheese, sauce, salami,
Yeah.
is
Got
what you're
salami.
looking for. More cheese,
course.
tomato,
Yes.
fried onion, steak, more cheese, Kaiser roll bottom.
And then at the end, you get an EKG to make sure
Wait
your
a minute.
heart
There's,
is
so there's
still
no ham
pumping.
on that.
I ate two in one game.
I could have
once.
told you I've had two in my lifetime.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I swear to God.
I can't believe you could eat two.
You know what?
Dude, it's an endless
I
pit.
take it back. The diner, he'll finish it.
Yeah, John Connor, during the break, they were telling me about this fancy schmancy diner.
It's,
It's
not
not
fancy
fancy.
schmancy, but it's a
Anybody
great
that
diner.
knows Manila's Diner
Manila's
is not
is
fancy,
awesome.
but
They're
it's a
like,
great old school
You
family
can't
diner.
finish your meal there.
They do give you a lot of food.
Andrew,
Try
The
us.
man
Andrew,
had two
Connor,
Schmitters.
I'm telling you,
It is a lot of food. but
it's
now,
a lot. A sandwich.
Now that I know that you've had two Schmitters, I don't.
I
I ate 9
how
hot
about
dogs
this?
in one game.
How about
Yeah.
this?
My record's
I can-
9.5.
I love to eat.
That's
I
impressive.
cannot clear a plate at Manila's Diner.
I'll clear it. I'll lick the
Like if
bottom.
you're talking
Sure.
about,
He'll-
and they, by the
and
way, they
he'll
have the
ask
good
for
fries.
something else.
They have those good fries,
Oh,
the
yeah.
really good, like sort of like
Yeah,
the
and I'll
steak
ask-
fries.
I'll ask for condiments with it.
Exactly.
Oh no, you would. That's fine. But I
Then
can't.
he'll go up to the dessert
I
case and
cannot
pick
have an
something
empty
out.
plate at Manila's. As Father Casey says, it's always a good Friday at Manila's, and it's a Friday.
Hell yeah, it is, man. All right, coming up next, more on the Sixers' chances of landing LeBron. There is a major selling point with him with a player on this roster. You could probably guess. We've talked about him a lot. Brian Windhorst talked about it, and I brought something up to you guys earlier. I wanted to bring it up to Amy, see what she thinks about the future of Clutch Sports. It's Kincade and Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, now I'm getting ready to get out of town. And we just cleaned out a house and getting ready to sell it, but we didn't need a bagster, the dumpster in a bag, because we kept our house pretty organized, and it really had only been around 5 years of stuff. But if you've got that attic, that garage, that room in your house where all the junk has been assembled, why don't you get yourself a bagster? It's the most convenient, the most affordable way to help with the cleanup. The Bagster, it's a great product. 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag. Get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores. It's only $29.99, too. And you can carry it out right under your arm. It's simple. And if I can set up a Bagster, you know that you can. It's really, really easy. And the Bagster can take on anything you want to throw in it. It's awesome. And there's no time limits. It's completely on demand. So you go to thebagster.com and you find the store nearest you and you go get set up for one because you're going to love having a Bagster. I know it. Amy Fadul knows it too. The Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag.
Philadelphia 76ers president of basketball operations.
It's 8:48 here on Kincade Salciunas 97.5 The Fanatic. I know it's a couple days away, but again, a reminder, Monday morning we will be joined by Jeremy Fowler of ESPN.
Tuesday morning, remember? Monday morning he can't do it because
That's
he has
right.
all the things.
Tuesday morning he'll be
join
coming
us.
on. Monday
He'll be
we'll
on
be
Get
reacting.
Up and
Yeah, all that
Sports
stuff.
Center and everything because he's expecting a lot of chat.
Yes. So Monday we will be reacting to the list, which will probably have Jalen Hurts low. Just a guess. Pratik chimes in on Twitter. He says, let's be real. There's a 0% chance that Hurts is on the top 10 list Monday. He might not be top 10, but is he an honorable mention or is he an also receive votes guy? Dallas Goedert just came in at 19 out of 22. Kev chimes in on YouTube chat saying these rankings are always just Philly hate by national media. Again, I'll say it for the millionth time. These are coaches, scouts, and executives.
Yes. Correct.
It's not ESPN personalities. And if you've been following along this week, Saquon Barkley was the third best running back.
Correct.
Quinyon Mitchell was sixth among corners. DeJean was 10th. Jalen Carter was third among defensive tackles. Jordan Davis was 10th.
So
it's not an anti-Philly thing.
Enough with the inferiority complex stuff.
So Monday, be prepared. If that's your feeling now for Dallas Goedert, be prepared for where Jalen Hurts comes in because it's going to be low.
Because Philly has gotten a ton of love.
Yes.
So far in the list.
Yeah, you just wonder because when you have these lists, like when you gave us this list, we all start thinking in our minds like I'm not going to put Goddard 5 because I know who those 5 guys are. And I thought, well, I probably know there's going to be some recency bias for some of the guys, and so he's going to fall out of the top 8. But I thought for sure like 10 seemed like a legit.
I'm disgusted.
12 you could have told me.
19 is insane.
I'm disgusted
dude.
by it. And
There's other coaches and front office
coming
people
across the window from
that were like, yeah, that guy's just slightly above average. That's literally what that 19 says.
Yeah.
There's 22 people on there. He's slightly above average. Like, I just think that's, I don't know.
He's not even in the top half of the league.
Top half, yeah.
That's terrible.
There are some teams that have 2 tight ends on this list ahead of them.
Slightly above.
That's stupid.
Which is wild, too, because going forward, he's going to be utilized even more.
Yeah, you would think so. In this
offense,
tight ends are very important.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So coming up to start the 9 o'clock hour, we have more Rich Paul audio. Because Rich Paul, I guess it's a daily podcast.
It is.
I found
Is
that
it daily?
I thought it was 3 times a week.
I don't know. I feel like
often.
It's
I
often.
feel like every day we're getting new audio.
And
Well, maybe it's daily right now.
And by the way, people are offended by, again, I brought it up earlier. People are offended by it going, why does this guy have a podcast? The amount of people out there that have podcasts.
That you don't care about. Rich
Are
Paul
you kidding
can
me?
actually,
Rich Paul has a podcast?
He gets guests. He's a mover and a shaker in the sports world.
Why wouldn't Rich Paul? I see some of the jabronis I see have podcasts.
Yeah. This one dropped 2 hours ago, thanks to Shukri in the back letting
Good job,
us know. And Austin was the one that told me, hey, he talked about Maxey. So there will be a clip from Rich Paul specifically on the draw of Tyrese Maxey. Now, that's very interesting because yesterday, Brian Windhorst had this to say about the draw to Philadelphia.
You're making a basketball case, and what LeBron has said is it's a happiness case. Can he be happy living in Philly? But I will say a big factor here is Tyrese Maxey. I know that so much of the focus is on Jaylen Brown because that's how Philly got into this conversation. They traded for Jaylen Brown last week. But the reason I think he's seriously looking at Philadelphia is because of Tyrese Maxey, and that connection is with Clutch Sports, his agency that he is, basically a founder of alongside Rich Paul. It's the Tyrese Maxey connection that draws him in. That was the same thing with Anthony Davis that got Anthony Davis to the Lakers, and the reason that LeBron would have interest in playing with Anthony Davis if he were traded to the Golden State Warriors in the coming days. And this is not just a Clutch Sports thing. All of the top-level agencies will have their clients work together. But this is a Tyrese Maxey thing. You would really want Tyrese Maxey sitting next to Bob Myers making the pitch, and I'm sure he has.
And here's the other thing, Amy. I brought this up earlier. And
I feel like I'm that guy on the news. Said.
Yeah, said. I don't think I'm overthinking this. Maybe I am. But if you're Clutch, the Clutch Sports Group, you're starting to look for your next face. Because when LeBron retires,
faces.
Anthony Davis is almost done. Zach LaVine's not a face. De'Aaron Fox is not a face. Brandon Ingram is not a face. They're nice players.
Right.
But
you need a superstar.
You need a superstar.
You need a perennial all-star.
You don't want Clutch to die when LeBron retires. So
No.
what if LeBron comes to Philadelphia, teams up with fellow Clutch Sports players, Tyrese Maxey and Justin Edwards, and Jabari Walker, of course, and they win a championship, and now it's like, look, here's our next superstar Clutch
Don't you want
guy.
to join us? Because honestly, let's
That's a
face
play.
it. The play is when you have an agency or any business, but certainly as a sports agency, you pull in high leverage players, you win with them, you show them getting these big contracts.
Yeah.
People then come to you. That's why they sign with you, right? This is not rocket science. So you come here to Philadelphia, you see the contracts that the star players are getting through your agency, then you win a championship. Everyone will flock to you. Not everyone, but a lot of people will. The next big couple of stars, because there's some really big players that are going to be coming out in the draft. I mean, everybody talks about how the draft's going to be really good in 2028 and whatever else, which I love that they have those projections. These kids are 16 years old right now. They're really good, though, which is true. So it's interesting to me that that's going to be something when people are talking about why LeBron would come here. It's not been at the forefront. I mean, we talk about the Maxey relationship, and I think that is important. But I feel like as a whole, he's an investor in that. He wants that agency to do well. It's not just he's the guy.
Yeah.
And he's
part of it.
And he's a really smart businessman.
LeBron
and Rich Paul, and I will tell you, and I'll raise my hand because you're too young, Andrew, and Amy probably remembers a little bit. I was doing sports talk radio when LeBron came out, and he did not choose to be represented by big-time agents and stuff like that. And this whole Rich Paul thing was represented by his
Well, they thought it was kind of a joke because it was like it's his high school buddy. How's that possible?
I will raise my hand and say I was one of the sports talk radio voices that said, this kid doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. Why would you ever go with these?
People probably thought that about Leon Rose when all those Jersey guys were signing with him and Philly guys were signing with him.
Well, remember, it was part of this was right at the same time that the Master P stuff was going on with Ricky Williams.
Oh,
Where
I don't think
Williams,
oh, yeah.
Ricky Williams went with Master P.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, how stupid could you be? And then Master P signs the worst contract ever. I'm like, this is dumb. I was completely wrong. And I've become like one of the biggest fans of it that I could be because they've proven everybody
Self-made.
wrong.
It's fantastic.
Because they worked their backsides off. They worked their backsides off.
So
Every one
coming
of
up
them.
next, we have a boatload of voice memos to get to. Best voice memo.
Everybody heard the
so
British
good.
guy, so now they know the gauntlet's been thrown.
Best voice memo today will win a pair of Sixers tickets to the home opener, hopefully including LeBron James. What you have to do is try to get LeBron to come to Philly with your voice memo. That's what they're doing in the National Basketball League. Why not do it here? But also, Tyrese Maxey was a focal point of a conversation between Rich Paul and Max Kellerman on their podcast. So let's hear what Rich Paul had to say about Tyrese. That comes your way next here on The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phils win another series. I'm Connor Thomas, and the Phillies shut out the Reds 1-0 last night to take the series win in Cincinnati. Jesus Luzardo went 7 scoreless innings, striking out 11 in the victory. And he talked after the game about an interesting moment where he was drawing a little bit with the Reds dugout.
I get a little fiery sometimes, but nothing bad. I mean, I think it's just a heated competition. You know, both sides want to play well and do well. And I heard some things out of that dugout, and I give it right back. But, no hard feelings.
That via the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast. Of course, that fire is part of the reason Jesus Luzardo will find him as one of 6 representatives for the Phillies in the All-Star game next week. Speaking of the All-Star festivities, Bryce Harper will be competing in the Home Run Derby. That announced yesterday. Phil's final series ahead of the All-Star break is tonight in Detroit. 6:40 p.m. is time for Game 1. Aaron Nola faces Jack Flaherty. The Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlsson. Anaheim matched the offer sheet yesterday afternoon, keeping Carlsson with the Ducks as the highest paid player in the NHL. The Sixers are awaiting LeBron James' decision, but they got work to do in the meantime. They started summer league action last night, took down the Pistons 101-93. LeBaron Philon Jr. had 18 points, 7 assists in his debut. Dave McMenamin will join us coming up at 9:40. This update is brought to you by Wawa. Hoagie Fest is back. Get a shorty hoagie, chips, and a drink for $6. Make it a classic for $8. Gotta have a Wawa. I'm Connor Thomas on the home of the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic.
having an incredible outing by Jesus Luzardo. 7 shutout innings, 11 strikeouts, and he had like 8 within the first 4 innings. He was ridiculous.
And that's after we watched Wheeler with, 14?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And in that little ballpark, that little league ballpark, which is just.
Yeah, ball flies there, man.
That's incredible. That was brilliant. That was a brilliant performance. I've never seen it, though. And by the way, I'm stealing this. I don't know if you heard this on the ESPN overnight. Jesus Luzardo, he's going to be the first pitcher ever to be a all-star with a more than 4-run differential between home and away.
Wow, how about that?
His is 5.5.
Everybody wants LeBron James, right? There's probably 20 teams that made a phone call. There's probably 10 teams that think they have a chance, and of course we know that there's like 5 teams that really have a chance. But everybody, you got to try it, right? Like Connor Thomas, Sidney Sweeney was walking down the street. I don't know if you have a chance, but you're going to take your shot.
Connor, say hi.
Connor would absolutely say hi.
Voice memos can be sent to LeBron James.
That's great. It's so funny. Like, this is so funny to me that, like, LeBron, like, holds these people at, like, arm's length and says, like, jump through hoops, clown. Jump through hoops. And they do it.
You know what? They should.
Now, back to the show.
That's what we've been talking about earlier this morning here on Kincade Salciunas. It's a Friday with Fadul. Amy in studio with us. So Amy's going to have to dip out a little bit earlier. So here's what we are going to do. Ask Me Amy thing will continue.
Does she have another big engagement? Because she's very busy around the All-Star game.
I mean, a lot going on.
Amy's everywhere. She is an ambassador for the city.
So at 9:30,
you are.
We are doing Ask Me Amy thing.
Perfect.
9:30. So start texting in your Ask Me Amy thing questions now to the Davis Honda text line 610-632-0975. Send them now, please. Not during the segment because we missed those. Send them now. Connor will read the ones from the text line. I will handle YouTube. YouTube, you can wait till 9:30. Because I can see it immediately. I don't have to reload anything. Ask Me Anything comes your way at 9:30. And Dave McMiniman, who is a local guy who covers the NBA for ESPN, he went on the network the other day and was like, look, let me tell you what my family and friends from Philadelphia are saying about LeBron James.
Is Dad a listener to the station?
So Dave's going to join us coming up at 9:40 live from the Summer League out in Vegas. It's going to be a little bit earlier for him when he joins us, but we appreciate it. So Dave joins us coming up at 9:40.
His dad goes to Park Sportsbook. Let's see him up at the Park Sportsbook.
Hey, that's
Mr. McManaman.
Beautiful place to go.
It's awesome.
All right, so let's play this audio, and then it's amazing how timing works sometimes. ESPN.com just dropped what 6 teams can offer LeBron James, and the 6 teams are the Sixers, Cavs, Heat, Nuggets, Warriors, Wolves. We'll only go through the Sixers one. Part of it because Nuggets, first off, I thought already off the list. Wolves, it's not happening.
Who told you that they're off the list?
I saw it somewhere online, and that must be true.
Yeah, gotta be.
Well, it was online. I mean, that's the truth.
But, like, I don't see Denver. It's really going to be Sixers, Cavs, Heat, Warriors.
I heard
of
it's
the
Eastern
thing.
Conference was the only team in the West I heard was Warriors that were even under any kind of consideration.
Yeah, I think
was the Warriors.
I think that's pretty true.
Yeah. But I'll read you what they wrote about the Sixers come up in a little bit. But, again, the podcast with Max Kellerman and Rich Paul that we have referenced, it's the number one podcast that has been referenced on Kincade Salciunas. In the 600-plus shows that we've done together, I don't think we've mentioned another podcast, more than New Heights.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the only other one.
And you're not a New
Jeff
Heights
McClain's
person.
podcast.
Yes,
Jeff McClain's, yes.
Yeah, because I'm more of an informational New Heights is entertainment, whereas like Jeff McClain's like I'm learning stuff, and this one I'm just every bit of positive Sixers wording I can get out of it, I'm going to read too much into it. So Rich Paul on the podcast with Max Kellerman talking about Tyrese Maxey.
First of all, none of these lists are accurate that you're saying out there. So no one knows what the list looks like. But with that being said, if there's an interest, if there is a draw from the Philadelphia 76ers, of course, it starts with Tyrese Maxey. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Why? Not just because I represent both players, but, representation aside, when you look at a guy like Tyrese Maxey, what do you see? You see, first of all, I've never seen a guy play 48 minutes smiling. The man don't frown. He's never not smiled. That's number one. His energy, If you
Magic
talk to
Johnson,
people
but
around, yeah. I'm talking about today.
Yeah.
If you talk to people around the organization, since he's now the face of that organization, it's changed. You know, he's a hard worker. Obviously, both of those guys work out in LA in summertime. We've seen clips of that. You know he wants to win. You know he's going to come to play every night, and so that's a positive for sure. But again, if that is somewhere that you're inquiring about, of course it has to start there. But that's not the only thing. You also have to talk about Joel, and you have to think about, hey, they just got Jalen and Coach Nurse. There's a lot of things to evaluate on every team that's being considered. We can have that conversation.
You know, there's
pros and cons.
Tyrese Maxey is the smiliest player.
He is.
I
He
did see
is.
him frown 2 years ago. It was
and it hurt.
sad.
It hurt to see him
we would
frown.
come out on the post game set. I'm like, no one. We appreciate Tyrese Maxey talking after the game, but I don't want to see his sad face.
Yeah.
It makes you sad. But he is the smiliest guy because he genuinely loves basketball.
Yes, loves it.
Loves it. He's in the gym all the time. We've all heard the stories about him. They said you can't come in here or whatever. He does the workouts with LeBron in the summer, has for years, the 5 a.m. workouts. And he was always, Maxey's the one that comes back and tells those stories. Like, I would get there at 5 a.m. and LeBron's already been there.
Yeah.
He goes, and I'm used to being the first one in the gym. That's a good relationship. But you hear Rich Paul also talking about it makes basketball sense. He lists all the things that we're all talking about. Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Nick Nurse. Like, it does make a lot of basketball sense. I'm not saying that's the overriding factor, but for me, that would be a really big point.
Yeah. So here's the ESPN article. What they did was they broke down the 6 teams, and there's 2 bullet points. What can this team offer financially, and what's their pitch to LeBron? Now, Windy yesterday reported that LeBron James would take the league minimum, the vet minimum, to sign with. I mean, the guy's made
yes
all kinds of money. Like, he's fine if it's about winning a championship. There are some teams that can actually offer him money. The Sixers can't.
Right.
So here's what they can offer financially. This from Bobby Marks. The Sixers split up their $15 million non-tax mid-level exception into Dean Wade and Anthony Simons. They then used part of the $5.5 million biannual exception to sign Hawk Porty. As a result of the 3 signings, Philadelphia has only the $3.9 million veterans exception available. Again, important to note that Windy said yesterday he is open to taking that. Like, it doesn't have to be a max contract for LeBron James. So here's the pitch from Windy. A lot of it's going to be what we've been talking about. This is a star-laden roster that can balance and protect James a number of different ways. James was somewhat unexpectedly at this stage of his career, dominant in transition last season, and playing along with Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe leans into that. Wade and Jaylen Brown also help protect him defensively. If you guys remember, Rich Paul talked about help defense in his podcast. Joel Embiid, another 2024 Olympics teammate, would give him a big man scoring presence, a formula he used to win a title with Anthony Davis in 2020. That the 76ers are dealing with a long drought, no title in 43 years, no finals or conference finals in 25 years, enhances the pathway for James to add to his legacy by helping them win at the highest level. I mean, it makes perfect sense.
I feel like we're all
Come
talking
here.
in circles, and just like you're looking at him being like, why else? You're not going to win in Miami. It's lovely. And if you just want to go be in Miami and rejoin Eric Spoelstra and enjoy a good season, because you'll have a good season. They'll have Giannis.
Would they have
They'll
the
have
best
Bam.
front? Would they have the best front in the?
Yes.
Yeah, Bam and yeah.
They already have one of the best fronts.
And a great coach.
Right, but they don't have anybody else. There's no one left there as
It would
far
be
as
the big 3, like the old days.
And that would
but
be.
the thing is,
the
thing is,
you had to
though,
have
I
Rondo
think he could
run with the big
but
3.
I think
they
he
don't have
could
Rondo.
convince himself. I think he could convince himself that he could win there.
I don't know. I think that at this point in his career, when they won, they had Mario Chalmers as their.
Oh no,
Mario
you don't have to
Chalmers.
sell me. I just think.
I think he would look and think, you need to have a 3-point scoring threat, and they don't have it. This is 2026 NBA.
Yeah.
I don't know that the Heat style that they won with before would win right now.
Kind of quickly reading through Windy's pitch to James from Miami.
But he could probably convince himself.
The pitch is literally, there are spacing and shooting concerns, and the asset cupboard is bare after the trade to get Antetokounmpo. but trusting Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley to maximize the season is always a good bet. But that's a bet. Like,
you're just hoping that some of the guys that you're going to get that the fringe players can turn into. They need 3-point scoring and they need guard play, and they don't have it at Miami. It's very important, as we just saw what the Knicks did.
Right.
Yeah, what's Shane Battier doing these days?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Give him a call.
Ray Allen.
Mike Miller, he could shoot the ball pretty well.
Sure. I saw Mike Miller at the press conference for LeBaron Philon.
Oh, really?
It was one of those moments we're sitting there, and I look over, and I'm like, why would Mike Miller be here?
Yeah, why?
And why was he
So
there?
he sat down, and I kind of forgot about it, and then he stood up to take a picture. I'm like, that's 100% Mike Miller.
And why
they
was he
apparently
there?
work out. He's worked him out
Are
for
you
like
serious?
years. Yes. It was one
That
of those
is so
moments
funny.
that you're like
Really?
where they have the press conferences upstairs at their facility over in Camden, and we're all just sitting around, milling around, talking to everybody, and you just look up, and I was like, that looks like Mike Miller. Why would Mike Miller be here? It's not him. And then whatever, the press
And it was
conference
Mike
happens,
Miller.
and then he gets up there, and now LeBaron's taking pictures with his family and some other people. And he takes a picture with Mike, and I was like, that's absolutely Mike Miller. That's 100%. So then I asked, and he said like that he's worked him out, he's trained him for years.
Do you know how many years he played in the NBA?
14.
17.
No way.
Yeah, I knew it was a
No
lot.
way. I thought you were over with 14.
No, I knew. I thought
He played
15 was like 14 or 15.
years.
I
in
thought
the
I thought
NBA?
12. I was going to say 12.
he
You said
played a
14.
really
I
long
said
time.
too
Oh,
high.
my God. God bless you, Mike.
Shout out,
Miller.
Mike.
No, seriously. And,
Yeah, but
and,
think
an
about
NBA champion with the
think
Heat.
about towards the end. This guy is a spot up 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He could,
That's
he could
yeah,
play a
that's the
team.
truth.
Yeah.
but I
He
didn't
could
think
always
he's-
play on a team.
Oh my gosh,
He could play
He's
for
a
Miami
physical
now.
player.
His
Come on
NBA
through.
his NBA
Then he was
pension is
He
amazing.
was an assistant coach with Penny at
Yeah,
Memphis.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I think he coaches high school now,
His pension is
like
amazing.
his kids or
Yeah,
something.
good for him. So I'm
my
reading
gosh.
the other pitches. Like, I'm just kind of
What's the
scanning
pitch
through it.
for Minnesota? Because that seems odd.
So the pitch,
Great weather.
The pitch for
Oh,
Minnesota
please.
Come on through.
with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert.
They
the
built
Wolves,
a new target after the last one
Yeah.
burned down. Yeah,
the
they built
Wolves
one.
have
Like
elite
target.
perimeter play and rim protection. Edwards and James
He
play
does like
together
Ant-Man.
on the Olympic team. Jay McDaniels would provide James cover by guarding opponents' top wing scores. LaMelo Ball is a wild
Stop it.
card. Blah,
Come
blah.
on.
gonna
One
mess around with
sweetener.
that.
James and Coach Chris Finch are both big Ohio State fans. There you
What?
go.
What?
That's one pitch.
You know who else is an Ohio State fan? Bryce Harper, because his wife went there. So come on through.
How about that? And as you mentioned during
And
the
Bryce
break,
can become a fan of anybody.
Jalen
He needs-
Hart,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts,
Clutch Sports.
I'm saying, like
ya.
all the pitches are like make
ya.
it back to Cleveland or play with Steph. Like the Sixers are legitimately they
Do you
are
want-
the
would
number
you like to
one
win?
option.
Would you like
Yes.
to win? Would you like to be in the Eastern Conference Finals? Then come on through. That's what our pitch is.
All
I
right.
like this.
Do you like basketball?
Yeah, then come here.
I think I want Amy in on the pitch. I think I really do.
The
I want
putters
Amy
got
in on
you,
the
I
pitch.
think.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good pitch.
All right, can we get the pitches on the
let's get
the
some.
voice memos? We have a leader in the clubhouse. Best voice memo will win a pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener, hopefully involving LeBron James. What do we got?
Dan in North Jersey's leading right now. Now, I don't think our guy Joe the Cynic is going to win, but he sent us in one.
Hey guys, Joe the Cynic. My pitch to LeBron would be, yo LeBron, we got Dr. Lyle back on Route 70, which is minutes away from the practice facility if you want to take your 6th attempt at getting some hair treatment.
There you go.
First of all, the man regrew his hair. He regrew it. His hair tried to quit on him, and he said, not so fast.
That's why he's my
It makes
goat.
him
He
a
did the
goat.
Tom Brady.
I don't
He
care.
did the Tom Brady plug.
Father time.
Also goat.
Father time. He's losing.
2 goats.
Jordan
No,
couldn't
they
grow
did.
his
Yeah,
hair
but they
back.
did the Tom Brady plug.
Jordan did not grow his hair back.
See?
Right.
LeBron all the way.
Yeah,
LeBron
the
the
thing
goat.
is Jordan.
Done.
Jordan
Say less.
Jordan is responsible for men all over the world shaving their heads when they had bald. He is the guy, if he is not single most responsible for men going, shave your head and look cool doing it.
Yeah, but LeBron and John Marks are responsible for making hair grow
Well,
back.
that's what I said. Is I think John, because it's honestly, I hope Jalen coming to town here, Jalen Brown, does not spray paint his hair anymore. That's the most embarrassing thing.
He can
Jalen-
spray paint anything if he wins us.
Jalen,
so.
you're a young guy. You're handsome. You're athletic. Everything. Stop spraying spray paint
Figure
on
it
your
out.
head.
We'll figure it out.
For
All right.
God's sakes.
What else we got on the voice memo?
What are you
Colin
doing?
from Brigantine wants those tickets.
What's up, Colin?
Wants LeBron, too.
We're sitting here talking about practicality, and people are talking about Cleveland, Miami, Cleveland, Miami. LeBron, you already gave that city its greatest moment. What else are you supposed to do? Suit up for the Browns and Miami? Remember, those fans show up at halftime and leave early to beat traffic. Philly, LeBron, Philly. We may boo you, but we will love you. We're not talking about practicality. We're talking about parades.
It's good work.
Wait a minute. Is he
that.
trashing Browns fans? Browns fans are
I think
great.
he's trashing the team.
Oh,
saying
because
he
the
could play
Browns
for the-
fans are great because he says, no, they show up at halftime.
No, he's
Miami fans show up at
okay,
halftime.
good,
There's
okay,
other stuff
good.
to do.
I want to make sure about that.
Yeah.
No, the Browns
I
fans
got
are
it.
in their
Browns fans
seats
are
watching
great.
their team lose.
They're awesome.
All right. Do we have more?
Oh, yeah, we
What
got
else
a bunch
got?
more. Let's go here to Josh and King of Prussia.
Hey, LeBron, listen, going into like year 22, 23 for you, you come to Philly, you don't have to be the man. You can just come, be point forward, run the offense. I don't need you to drop 28, 9, and 9 every night. Just come dish the ball out, play some basketball, enjoy yourself, come chase a ring. I'm going to leave you with 2 other words at the end of this that I think will be very important for you. One is Aronimink, and the other is Marion. See you in Philly, Brown.
Yeah, the thing
I
is,
love it.
I'm
when
telling
he-
you, the
when
golf is.
he says chase a ring. No, he'd be the reason like the ring comes here.
Here's
if I'm
the
being
thing.
honest,
No,
like,
he would. Whoa. He's not going to be the number one reason. It comes.
Okay, so in 1982, Sixers in the finals.
Mhm.
What happened in 1983?
they got Moses and they won.
Correct.
He didn't chase a ring, but he
he's
was the reason
he
for
brought
the
the
ring.
ring.
The Charles Barkley said the other day, he goes, LeBron would not be coming here chasing a ring. I'm like, yes, he would. This would be.
But he already has a ring.
But he already does. But this would be. You're picking the best spot. I don't knock him for it. He wants to come and he wants to win again. He
wants
said
to
it's the most
win.
important thing. So to me,
I
don't put ring chasing
I
as a
think-
bad thing.
Yeah, it has a negative connotation that you're like just grasping at straws.
What is he supposed to do? Go to
this
a
is
rebuilding team?
Yeah,
And-
right.
Like this is the world wants to see LeBron James in the biggest games possible because he is a treasure. He's a treasure to the sport. I want Cooper Salciunas when he sees Cooper's gotten into baseball games where
Yes,
he
he
says
has.
to his dad, "Let's watch some baseball." Yeah. I want Cooper Salciunas to have a memory in his brain and little 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds to have a memory in their brain of watching LeBron James help the Sixers win something.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want this?
And then the
It's
great family photo of me in my LeBron Cavs jersey,
Right.
Austin Jones in his Toon Squad
It
LeBron
would be the
jersey,
great-
and
like,
Coop in his Sixers LeBron jersey.
Perfect.
It would be the greatest thing ever. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And honestly, I just hope it happens before the 31st because I'd love to be able to talk about.
That would
I would
be-
like
that
to
would be
see them.
nice.
I know this.
I'll cry.
Connor and you and Connor would be need of sedation.
Yes.
I don't.
I think the whole town would.
The joy I felt when they knocked on the door and I was getting ready for Bird's Huddle and they said, Shams is reporting that Paul George was traded for Jaylen Brown. First of all, I said, make sure
You
it's
didn't believe it at
Shams,
first. Yep.
Whatever. It was a visceral reaction for me. There was a lot of joy. The
Yeah.
buoyancy I felt, I cannot even describe how I would feel.
That's because
I
you're going
can't.
82 games. Well, the minute
So
you
it's
got
my-
Jaylen Brown, did any
Immediately
part
my-
of you say, my
Immediately
life,
my job got so much more fun.
much more exciting and fun.
Immediate.
Exactly.
My first thought.
I always talk
How
about
much
this.
more fun games are going to be now?
How much more fun are you guys going to have here on 97.5 The Fanatic, the flagship
Think about
of
it.
the Sixers,
The whole season will be
and the city?
Yeah.
And just
joyful
add
season.
LeBron to it.
Let's make
Oh my
let's,
God,
let's
it'd be
make it
awesome.
happen.
Make it happen.
Let's
Don't
make
you
it
want us
happen.
happy, LeBron?
Make
it's
it
always
happen.
sunny in Philadelphia.
Damn right. Damn right it is.
By the way, it's a much cooler city than Cleveland.
Way better.
Let's be
Dude,
honest.
yeah.
Let's be
Baseball
honest.
team,
Close.
better.
It's a
Yeah.
cooler
Football
city.
team,
And by
way
the way,
better.
he's not paying for a damn thing in Philadelphia either. They go to every fine
Oh,
dining
are you kidding
restaurant.
me?
Oh,
They have
dude.
They have the indoor golf clubs as well.
Oh,
You can
yes.
go to like 5-iron to those places.
Yes.
Fiddler Club.
Connor's going to bring him to the
Let's
drive.
make it happen.
LeBron, me and you,
Cobb's
Alpen
Creek.
Rose. We'll golf after.
Cobb's Creek, all their simulators.
Let's make it
They're really
happen.
nice.
All right, coming up next,
Another
we do
place Amy's already
Ask
been.
Me Amy thing because Amy has to leave a little bit earlier today. So Ask Me Amy thing comes your way next. And then again, don't forget 9:40, Dave McMiniman of ESPN, local guy. How likely is it that LeBron could sign with the Sixers? We'll speak with Dave coming up at 9:40. But before that, Ask Me Amy thing comes your way next here on The Fanatic.
Now, on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies shut out the Reds. I'm Connor Thomas. The Phillies shut out Cincinnati 1-0 last night to take a series win over the Reds. Jesus Luzardo struck out 11 over 7 scoreless innings to help lead the way. He had his sweeper working last night. He talked about it afterwards with the NBC Sports Philadelphia broadcast.
I just think, getting in the zone a good amount and then getting it out of the zone when we want to, and just finding that, steady balance and good mix. I think JT does a great job back there, and we do a great job of game planning as well.
That pitch is a big part of the reason why he's going to be one of the 6 Phillies in the All-Star game next week. Speaking of that, Bryce Harper announced yesterday via Instagram he will be competing in the Home Run Derby. The Phils' final series before the All-Star break begins tonight in Detroit, 6:40 p.m. time for first pitch. Aaron Nola faces off against Jack Flaherty. The Flyers will not be getting star center Leo Carlsson. Yesterday, Anaheim matched the offer sheet, making him the highest-paid player in the NHL and keeping him with the Ducks. The Sixers, well, they're still hoping that they can find LeBron James as their next big superstar. They began Summer League action as they wait last night. Beat the Pistons 101-93. LeBaron Philon Jr. had 18 points and 7 assists. Dave McMenamin of ESPN will join us coming up at 9:40 to talk about the chances that LeBron lands in Philly. I'm Connor Thomas on the home of the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia, 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
If you want to see their wonderful faces, check out youtube.com/975 The Fanatic Philadelphia. More of Kincade and Salciunas coming your way now.
All right,
The final hour of Kincade and Salciunas
damn
is
it.
presented to you by The Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. You can get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. You need details? Go to Bagster.com.
Do you go?
Sorry. It's been a while. I've been
awesome.
good. I've been good. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
You were just so excited because we're doing this early. We usually do it at like 9:45.
Yeah, and we don't have much time, so I'm trying to get to it real quick. Don't forget Dave McMiniman, ESPN, NBA insider, honestly, one of the best and very connected to the LeBron James camp. Just a guess.
Yeah.
He will be joining us coming up at 9:40 to talk about what he's been hearing when it comes to LeBron. And I just want to ask him, like, what is the legitimate chances?
Give us reasons.
Like a percent
why.
or something.
Yeah.
Like, is it strong or are we just hopeful right now? But before we let Amy go, because you're held hostage for the next 5 minutes, it's time now for Ask Me Anything.
Now, it's time for
What else you need to know?
Ask Me Anything.
Would you like to know more?
No, ask me anything.
I saw one on YouTube. If Bayless always loves to give me
top
top
five.
five.
Yes.
We can't do this one because it's top 5 insults to horrible drivers, and I would imagine all of them are not allowed to be said on radio. So what do we have on the Davis Honda text line, Connor?
Let's find a clean one in here. This texter wants to know, Amy, when's the last time you've been this excited about a Sixers upcoming season? For me, it's been when we traded for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I would say. Well, that was
in season.
In season. So before the season, I mean, last year I was excited because I knew it was going to be better than the year before.
Well,
but no,
it had
was
to
a
be,
low
right?
bar.
I would imagine you're year one of Embiid Simmons together.
Yeah, I remember going to media day that year and thinking, actually it was probably the year 2 because we had seen what they were able to do, and I thought, wow, this is a really good pairing. It's a perfect pairing for Joel Embiid. He was starting to come into his own. So I would say like right before that season, which was like what 17 or 18. It's been almost a decade, folks. It's been a hot minute.
Been a long time. All right,
and
Steven,
even then, not like that.
No,
this is
different.
This
is how
I'm
it should be,
exuberant.
by the way. Stephen Butler on YouTube, Ask Me Anything. Your pick for best drama and best comedy TV series of all time.
Oh, best drama is Breaking Bad for me.
Okay.
Loved that show. Big fan of it. And best comedy, The Office. I'm a big Office
I
fan.
love The Office.
Yeah, I'm a big Office fan.
I love The Office, and I love going back and watching it.
Yeah,
and you hear the jokes that you're like, those are never going to be told again.
There's so many things that you're like you can't do anymore.
Which is a shame because comedy's comedy, and it's why Always Sunny is still doing so well.
But
despite
the thing is, though, you say Always Sunny does things that are very people would say you shouldn't.
No,
do.
I know, and I'm saying it goes
Right,
to show
because
that
it's on, but it's on cable.
I got you.
goes to show that it still works though, because they're still watched.
I'd probably have
By the way, the
Lasso
new
in
Larry
there,
David
but-
show sucks.
Did you? I wasn't.
I turned it off.
I haven't checked it out.
And I'm
Yeah.
shocked. I'm shocked. I turned it off.
Because Curb Your
was
Enthusiasm
Curb
is a tremendous show.
No, this
But
is
as an
horrible.
overall show, I would say The Office.
All right, what else we got on the text line?
The Karate Mark wants to know, Amy, yesterday's NBA versus today's NBA. Do you like the positionless basketball better or the 5 definite positions?
Yeah, this is a good question. I like positionless basketball. To my eyeballs, I enjoy watching that more. I think it's more free-flowing. The only thing I don't love about today's basketball is that everybody thinks that they're Steph Curry. Drives me insane.
Too many. You don't think too many threes?
Not everybody's
In
Steph
today's
Curry.
game?
I just think that maybe, the mid-range game, which is kind of making a comeback, by the way.
And you have two
really,
very efficient ones on this team, Jaylen Brown,
I think the
Joel
mid-range
Embiid.
game is making a comeback. I think you saw that last year.
Sure.
I think we're coming a little bit closer to where we should be. But, I would take today's game. I like the positionless basketball. I think it's more free-flowing.
And it leads to more highlights, too.
It's more fun. It's a more fun game.
It's more fun. All right, what else we got on the text line?
All right, we also have a check-in. The Karate Mark had a second one here with the positionless versus that. Do you like, as far as a move, today's step back or yesterday's crossover?
Ooh, I love a good crossover. Because even now when you see a crossover, because there was one in one of the playoff games where the guy, I think it was Tobias Harris, got completely fooled and he fell down. That's still very
By
funny.
the way,
to me.
By the way, what do you YouTube? Best crossovers or best step backs?
Yeah. Step backs are great. A step back is a great move. We all love it. But a crossover, when you see a guy get his ankles rolled, it's funny.
All right, last
As long
one.
as it's not me.
Before we let you go, in order, gas stations based off of made-to-order food choices. This from If Bayless. Your options: Wawa, Royal Farms, Sheetz, Rutter's, I've never heard of, or the rare 7-Eleven gas station with food.
Okay, that's last. I don't know what runners are, so I'll just do 4.
I don't know Rutter's either.
I've never heard of Rutter's, yeah. So Wawa, Royal Farms, Sheetz.
You guys, everybody sleeps on Royal Farms. I'm a big Wawa fan. You
Royal
guys know
Farms
this.
is awesome, though.
I'll go Wawa, Royal Farms. So those are really close, but there's not as much variety at Royal Farms. Sheetz, because it's okay.
Sheetz is fantastic.
Yeah, there's moments that Sheetz is okay.
Sheetz is fantastic.
And then 7-Eleven.
I'm a Wawa guy first. Sheetz is fantastic.
Yeah, but have you had Royal Farms chicken?
Rofo slaps.
Royal Farms chicken is
It's amazing.
Royal Farms chicken
elite.
is
It's elite.
spectacular.
It's an elite
Damn
snack.
right it is.
Really good.
I also like the crispy crunchy chicken that you can get from like the Luke oil.
Oh,
Just
no,
a
that's
random-
not bad.
Yeah.
It comes
Now
with
that's
it
true.
comes with the oil.
That's very good.
That's
That's very good.
oil. I give mine extra.
But yeah, I
oil.
would.
All right, Amy, you're the best.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
coming in as
weekend.
always. Have a great
fun,
weekend. We'll talk
Amy.
to you Tuesday.
Hopefully
We're
with
not
some good
done
news.
yet. Middays with Marks comes your way at 10 o'clock. We'll give them some content. What does Dave McMiniman have for us on the latest with LeBron James in Philadelphia? He joins us next here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
The FIFA World Cup is entering its biggest matches, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market. You got a great match going on today. Spain is trading at a 74% probability to beat Belgium. And for USA fans, that might be something you want to see happen after Belgium knocked the United States out. A $100 trade on Spain is going to pay out $131 if they win. And they've looked like one of the best teams in this tourney. So if you want some of that, hey, Kalshi's your place to be. And the best part about Kalshi is you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app, but make sure you use code FANATIC when you do, because you're going to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Got something to say? Connor, Kincade Salciunas, Philly Sports Talk, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, it's 9:40 here on Kincade Salciunas, 97.5 The Fanatic. Don't forget, Middays with Marks, Johnny Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn. That comes your way at 10 o'clock. And as you can imagine, today's been a lot of LeBron talk. We've been having you send voice memos to us for us to try to send to Rich Paul. I don't know if Rich Paul will get our voice memos, but that's the attempt that teams are doing. So we tried the same. Our winner today for the pair of tickets to the Sixers home opener that will hopefully include LeBron James in a Sixers uniform goes to Dan in North Jersey. We'll play it again coming up in a little bit. But we have a special guest joining us now, Johnny, that we're very excited about. We're very happy for the success that he's having at ESPN. Follow him on Twitter at MC10.
He's excellent.
TEN. Our man Dave McMiniman joins us. Dave, good morning. How are you? Hello.
Gentlemen, good morning.
There
Hi,
he is.
Dave.
What's up,
How are
Dave? First and foremost, thank you for coming on. I know it's a little bit earlier out in Vegas right now, so we appreciate you rising early and coming on with us today. And as you can imagine, I know you know it because we saw your clip on ESPN the other day. Philadelphia's going nuts when it comes to LeBron James. So let's start here because back in 2018 when we were having similar conversations, I never felt like it was real. It was fun to talk about, but it never really felt real. This time it feels like there's a legitimate chance. What do you make of that?
Yeah, remember 2018? It was LeBron was supposedly in town during the Sixers-Raptors series, and he was looking at schools where Bronny and Bryce could go to.
Yes.
I mean, it's real so much as Bob Myers was on Rich Paul's podcast pitching LeBron to the Sixers. I mean, Bob is one of the most accomplished executives in the sport's history, quite frankly. He's not going to go make a fool of himself by going through that process if he thinks it's a charade. Obviously, Bob Myers believes that there's a legitimate shot for the Sixers to convince LeBron to be the team to go to. And the argument is obvious. The upside is obvious. You could potentially play with the best roster of the, whatever. I honestly don't know how many teams it's whittled down to. I know Shams Charania has hinted that it's more down to 3 right now, the Sixers being included. I'm not so sure. I'm not ready to say it's only at 3 teams at this point, but even so, of whatever amount of teams that LeBron's considering, Bob Myers is saying this is the most talented team. And then the legacy play it's a long-suffering fan base. And, I mean, I was there. Part of the reason why I was excited to take the job and move from sunny Los Angeles to, Midwest Cleveland in 2014 is I believed that LeBron would be able to break that championship drought with the Cavs. And I knew what it was like as a Philadelphia fan growing up. I was a baby in '83. I don't remember the Sixers championship, but I sure as hell remember the Phillies in 2008 and having a 25-year championship drought snapped felt like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
If he could do a 44-year one with the Sixers, I mean, the town will go nuts, and it's the ultimate feather in LeBron's cap, 5 championships, and he gets to have a better argument for the GOAT.
Dave, a lot of people try to make the case around here, the people, and they tend to be of my generation, the older generation that says, oh, we don't want LeBron here. It's going to become a circus. You've covered this guy. I personally don't understand what circus they're talking about. You've covered him. Why don't you tell us what it's like to, on a daily basis, what does he bring to an organization, and is it a circus?
I mean, I would say compared to the average NBA team, yeah, it's a circus. Also, that also means relevance, and that means competitive basketball. That means an event-type feel, the regular season games, that I don't think you replicate by too many other superstars or too many other teams, quite frankly. Like, you could have teams that are successful that there isn't the anticipation of all the games that the season brings. It's going to mean that when you go on the road, you're playing full of packed arenas. Like, I've covered sold-out games in New Orleans as LeBron James is on the team. Are you kidding me? Like, every other time, like, New Orleans averages like 8,000 fans a game, right? Like, and that is something that, sure, okay, all of a sudden that you have to contend with more fans from the home team.
Oh, darn.
Right? But that is like, that's the best thing if you're a player. You get to have a better NBA experience of getting to feel what the stakes are like. Like, I was at the NBA Hall of Fame induction last year, and Jeff Twist, a longtime PR guy for the Celtics, does a great job, quoted Larry Bird, and he said, Larry Bird once told me that, there's playing for the Celtics, and then there's playing for everybody else in the NBA. Unless you play for the Celtics, you don't really know what it can be like playing in the NBA. And it made me think of having the chance to, to cover LeBron James. I think all LeBron James' teammates would say that there's playing with other guys in the league and there's playing with LeBron. And when you play with LeBron, like, you get to feel all the synapses fire because every day is a day with consequence.
Dave McMiniman of ESPN joining us here on Kincade Salciunas. Now, Dave, you've been following LeBron's career. You were there with surrounding the Lakers. You covered LeBron in L.A. One of the big talking points is, what does LeBron want? So you've been around him. Is LeBron James still looking to win another championship? Is LeBron James looking to play basketball with a friend? And you know who I'm talking about, Steph Curry and Golden State. What do you believe LeBron James wants in the next year or two, however many more years he decides to play in the NBA?
I really do. And I don't know where he puts this in the hierarchy of his needs, but he wants to win another championship. I've talked to him about it ad nauseum since 2020, which, now 6 years since his last championship. So certainly that is in the mix of what he wants. Also, he's a guy that, likes being liked, and he likes being accepted and celebrated. And quite frankly, the experience that he had in Los Angeles, for a variety of reasons, that fan base never fully embraced him. At times they did, but it never felt like this beautiful fit. So that's another thing. I think he also wants to have a home life that still makes sense, and that's obviously a challenge, right? Because his daughter and his wife live with him in Los Angeles right now, and so see how that works. And then I think beyond that, I think there's like a sense of wanting to land the plane. He's been giving every ounce of his being for 2+ decades to pursue this NBA dream of his, and you want an ending that befits everything that came before it. And I think that there's a pressure in that to want to have this final chapter kind of sync up with everything you've done thus far.
You think Nick Nurse is an attractive option for him as a head coach?
I think Nick Nurse is a guy with a championship medal, and that's something LeBron certainly respects. Obviously, Nick Nurse is a clutch client, and so that means that there's familiarity. Certain agencies that are so big and sprawling, you can't just say, oh, well, that guy's CAA and that guy's CAA, so they have a relationship. But in my experience, pretty much all the clutch guys know each other to some degree. And let's talk about another guy. Let's talk about playing with a friend. Like, there's a really, really strong relationship between Tyrese Maxey and LeBron James. There's few players I've seen that LeBron talks about as glowingly, but not just a player, but as a person, as he does about Tyrese. And so certainly, I'm not saying that Tyrese is Steph Curry. Steph is in a class all his own, but there's an appeal there. I can tell you that much.
What do you think his appeal would be playing with Joel Embiid? Because, I know that they won the gold medal together for Team USA, but Joel Embiid was great in one game and then was hurt the next game. I don't know how LeBron James factors a guy like Joel Embiid, who we all know the talent, but we also know the number one thing that's surrounded his career, and that's been injuries. What does LeBron James make of Joel?
I mean, certainly the talent, he understands it. And, I mean, I can't tell you how many games I've covered both the Cavs and the Lakers coming to Philly, and Joel is a huge game. I don't think LeBron's teams have done too well in Philly in the time that I've been covering him, and that syncs up to Joel's pretty much his entire career. And so, those are experiences that he's well aware of. I do wonder if LeBron is very honest with himself and looks at him missing the first 14 games of last season because of sciatica. And while certainly he's done wonders to stave off Father Time thus far, to go to a place where one of the other principal characters is has very real injury concerns, is that a sustainable situation? But then obviously, that's why Jaylen Brown comes in.
Yeah. And
Jaylen Brown was the one guy that LeBron endorsed he endorsed Jaylen Brown for MVP last year before he endorsed Luka Doncic. That says something.
That does say something. So Dave, I know that you are talking to people locally all the time. So I know
like your dad.
I know you know how excited everybody is here. So just one more thing. If he were to come here, you just talked about how LeBron James wants to be liked and wants to be loved. Do you think LeBron James realizes what his reaction would be by the city of Philadelphia, not just winning a championship, just by coming here? Because we've had some pretty big stars come here, and they've been put on a pedestal like no other. So what would it be for LeBron James if he were to sign here? What do you think that reaction would be for him and for the city?
It would be tremendous. I'm not sure if he actually fully comprehends it, to be honest. It's hard to know it until you're there. I can tell you much.
This is your job, then. That's your job.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to send voice memos to Rich Paul. I can just call him. So we've had dialogue. But that game he had in December last year, where he just went off 12 straight points, long jumpers, in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia, he was soaking in the moment, and there was an energy exchange between him and the Philadelphia sports fans that night, and he was really waxing poetic about how much he enjoys Philly as a sports town after the game. That dates back to him coming to Palestra to play, St. Vincent St. Mary. I think they played what might have been Simon Gratz back then.
Wasn't that on TV too?
At the Palestra,
yeah. Yeah. So there's a long history there, and I think he's certainly aware to some degree. I mean, listen, I grew up. I remember going to the Wing Bowl when we signed the Eagles signed Javon Curse. And Javon Curse is the second coming of Reggie White. The town's treating him like. It would be that to the 10th degree.
That's awesome.
Oh, well, you're
the
making
pride
me
of
smile,
Lower Merion.
Dave. Yep. Yeah, it's Dave McMenamin, and then it's Kobe Bryant. Dave, we appreciate the time, man. Thank you so much for getting up early. I know you're out in Vegas right now enjoying the Summer League.
Thanks,
we appreciate your work, and we'll talk to you again soon when LeBron signs with the Sixers.
Yeah, it's Radner, though.
You're Radner. You're Radner. What am I doing?
Don't disrespect him. How dare you?
That is terrible. Oh, my God. My error. Sorry about that.
Dave, you're the man. We appreciate the time. Thank you.
See you, buddy.
There he is, Dave McMenamin from ESPN.
Man, that's awesome.
I'm just saying.
Guess what? That
I felt really good.
I feel better after hearing that call.
I don't know, dude.
I feel better after that call.
Hey, Middays with Marks, you're welcome. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll be back at it Monday. See you.
Now, on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Luzardo dazzles again. I'm Connor Thomas, and the Phillies shut out the Reds 1-0 last night to take the series win in Cincinnati. Jesus Luzardo